dogs and a cold chill. We go wild just for the thrill. Cheerleaders doing their dance, crowd in a football trance. Friends and beers in every hand, living life like we planned. Let's step and go. We won't slow down in this wild football show. Let's step and go. We'll make some noise in this big crowd we know.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to today's live stream. We've got a matchup coming at you today. It is going to be UCLA versus the University of Connecticut in UConn, and it should be a very, very good matchup here. UCLA coming into this game 24-11. UConn finished their season with a record of 30-5, and this game is scheduled for tip-off. Time was supposed to be at 7:45. They have pushed it back 10 minutes, so it looks like tip-off will now be at 7:55. Shout out to those of you in the chat. Noah King is in here with us. Robert Zamora, welcome back, sir. Mr. Thomas Bush, what up, Thomas? How are you doing? CJ Banning in the chat. Maroon Commando. I see Angie Burnett checking in as well. Freimeister Bond, what's up, brother? How are you, sir? Laid Back is in the house. What up, Laid Back? Lebowski is with us. DJ Gene, Mr. Mojo, what's going on? Alien 9. Looks like Ricky is here as well. Lebowski, I see you in the chat. Matthew, Ashley, I see y'all both in the chat here as well. What's up, guys? Langdon, how you doing, my friend? Welcome. Shout out to Tommy Braskett, also in here with us today. Gonna be a good day, guys. Let's actually get our chat overlay going on right now. Someone's saying that the mic is a little low. How's that? Is that a little better for you? How's that, DJ? Should be good to go. I don't know how that mic got adjusted right there. It actually should have been at tippy top. We're gonna lock this for now. That way I don't accidentally trigger a slider there and make an adjustment. Victoria has checked into the chat. What's going on, boss lady? Welcome in, Victoria. Okay, let's go ahead and pull up the chat overlay. Nice, there we go, Robert. He says it's good. Es mejor, okay, better now, says DJ Gene. Woke up this morning, got myself a beer. Future uncertain and near. Let's see, I want UConn to win this, says Langdon. Okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are going to have ourselves a very, very good game today. At least I sure hope so. Right now, there is a very, very good game happening. Here looks like Virginia is on the ropes here. It's Virginia versus Tennessee. 10 seconds left to go in this current matchup. We're waiting for this game to end before we get into coverage of the next game, which is scheduled to start again at 7:55. They pushed back the start time just a little bit here, so that gives me a little bit more time to go through our pregame. What is up, CPC card collector? Eric Walk, cheers to you. All right, y'all, let's take a look at some of the stats. We will start with our head-to-head comparison. We will start with the offense here. Let's take a look at the offense between the UConn Huskies and the UCLA Bruins. Now, the Bruins averaging 77.7, and the Huskies averaging 77.6. It is so close between these two teams. UCLA does have the advantage when it comes to scoring, if only just barely, but defensively, UConn has been pretty good, giving up 6 fewer points than what UCLA gives up. We'll see that on the next slide, but you'll notice the average scoring margin is about a 6-point difference here. Points per game produced for both sides, 77.7. That's a lucky number 7 right there. 77.6 for UConn. Shooting percentage, 48% for the UConn Huskies, 46% here for UCLA. And I think the Virginia-Tennessee game might be wrapping up here in just a moment. Free throw percentage, UCLA averaging 76% from the line, and they get to the free throw line more frequently. 19 free throw attempts per game compared to the 17 for the UConn Huskies. Average score margin, though, again, the defense for the Huskies is for real. Let's see what kind of defense we have thrown out there today. Assists per game, ladies and gentlemen, 18.5 for the UConn Huskies, 16.2 for the UCLA Bruins. We look at turnovers forced per game, turnovers committed per game. Better offensive basketball from UCLA when it comes to that particular statistical category. That's just the offense. Why don't we take a look at the defense, shall we? Defensive side of the equation, points allowed per game. 71 points allowed for UCLA, just 65 points allowed for the Huskies. Defensive rebounds per game, the Huskies will crash the boards and get more rebounds. Blocks per game, 5.1 compared to 3. Those are big numbers here. By the way, Tennessee is going to advance into the Sweet 16, so Tennessee's on the other side of all of it. Steals per game, 6.9 compared to 6.7. Advantage to the UConn Huskies defense. Turnovers forced per game, it's close, but UCLA with a slight advantage. And the UCLA defense commits fewer fouls than the UConn Huskies. Huskies won 2023-24. Florida won last year, says Angie Burnett. Well, let's talk about some of the players here for the UConn Huskies and for, of course, the UCLA Bruins. There's a few names that we should get ourselves familiar with before this game here gets started. So we'll start with the away team here. We'll start by taking a look at the starters for today. So first things first, big center number 34, Tyler Bilodeau. He's actually a game-time decision, and from what I can tell so far, I believe he should still be getting the start right now. Let me actually double-check the ESPN roster. Let me check the more. I want the depth chart. Stats. I think he's good to go. Victoria says thanks for the great coverage and an awesome channel. I love it here. Glad to have you here, Victoria. Thank you so much for the super chat. As you know, never asked for, always appreciated. Thank you, Victoria. Thank you very much. Okay, well, Tyler Bilodeau going to be your starting center today, unless I see something different here. I do believe he is going to be available for today's game. Power forward, going to be Eric Daly wearing that number 3 on his jersey. Double zeros here is Trent Perry, 6'4", 190 pounds. He's going to be the small forward. Shooting guard wearing 55 is Sky Clark. Sky Clark, 6'3", 210 pounds. He is a senior, also born and raised in Los Angeles, California. And Donovan Dent going to be the point guard for this team, wearing that number 2 on his jersey. There will be some players coming off the bench. We will see some rotational situations here, but the point leaders for this team are Bilodeau, who's averaging 17 points per game. Right now, looks like Eric Daly leads the team in rebounds, averaging 6 rebounds per game, and Donovan Dent leads the team in assists with, what is that? I think I got him in at 7.5 assists per game for Donovan Dent, but we'll talk about this in a little more depth in just a moment. Coming in off the bench here, ladies and gentlemen, Xavier Booker, Steven Jamerson, Brandon Williams, Eric Feeney, and Jamar Brown going to make up the bench players for UCLA, unless we really got to empty out the deep bench, in which case we'll have to bust out the cheat sheet when we get there. On the other side, looking at the UConn Huskies here. UConn Huskies, their main point scorer is also the big man on the inside. Starting at center today, going to be Terrace Reed. Terrace Reed, 6'11", 14.3 points per game, less than Bilodeau, but still pretty solid. Field goal percentage at 63%. Pretty big numbers there for Terrace Reed at center. Alex Carabin, going to be your power forward on this squad. Then number 24, Braylon Mullins, going to be the small forward. By the way, Terrace Reed, circling back to Terrace Reed, not only does he lead the team in points, he also leads the team in rebounds. He does quite a bit for the UConn Huskies here. Let's move on to the shooting guard. That is Solo Ball. And then the point guard is going to be Silas Damari. Silas Damari Jr., going to be your assist leader as well, averaging 6.2 assists per game for the UConn Huskies. Head coach is Dan Hurley. Shout out to Got 'em Coach, saying, what up, Mario? Got 'em Coach in the house. I'm glad you're calling my team, UCLA Bruins, tonight. Should be a fun one. Duke, $5 holla. I see Courtney saying hello to the chat right now. Steve is with us as well. What up, guys? This is the best chat room. Everyone's nice to me, says Frymeister. Lucinda is in the chat. Hello, Lucinda. How are you today? Noah King saying, no, UCLA is the university that has the most national championships. Just wait till we get to our trivia before you start busting out the big brain conversation there, Noah. We'll have our trivia coming in soon. The Beast from the East, says John Henke. What up, John? How are you, my friend? He says thumbs up. Thumbs up to you, sir. Rock and roll. These are your starters for the UConn Huskies. Coming in off the bench for the UConn Huskies, you've got Eric Reby. And I don't know if I said that right, but we're going to figure that out as the game goes on. Dwayne Karoma, going to be the forward, your backup former. Another game time decision here from the bench, Jalen Stewart. Darren Harris going to be another forward on the bench, and Malachi Smith, your backup point guard. We might see some rotation here from the Huskies. Now, if we do end up seeing some of the starters who are going to be ruled as out, or if we do have a starter that is ruled out, like Silas Damari, we would see a change at the point guard position, and Damari would end up being on the bench on the injury list. Malachi Smith would end up getting the start. We'll take a look at that as we get closer and closer. We got about 10 minutes, though, until tip-off. Okay, let's take a look at the form of these two teams coming into this game right now. The schedule for UCLA, they have been on a pretty good tear. They lost in the Big Ten tournament to Purdue. Purdue got a big win today here as well over Miami, but that's a totally different conversation. UCLA got the win over USC. Then on March 12th, they played Rutgers. This is just the last 5 games in case y'all are curious as to the form for UCLA. UCLA had the inside track on most of these. It was either home or neutral ground. But the Big Ten tournament, they got the win over Rutgers 72-59. They got the win over Michigan 88-84. They lost to Purdue 73-66, but in round 1 of the NCAA round of 64, UCLA got the win 75-71 over UCF. Shout out to Daniel Maldonado with a $10 super chat saying, a long day for you, brother. Go get it. If working was easy, there wouldn't be any thieves. Hey, I like that, man. I like that a lot. Thank you for the super chat, sir. Appreciate that. We need emojis for the teams, says Robert. Thank you, Robert. We can totally set that up. You know, I will say this as well, though, guys. Right now for March Madness and for the basketball tournament, we're going to keep a very low-level entry for people who want to start using the emojis. It would be 99 cents to sign up, guys. If y'all want to see even more emojis in that section, the more people we have as channel members, the more emojis that YouTube actually gives us. So if I'm limited on how many emojis I have and we need to get more, we need to pick up more channel members. That being said, I can make the quick change to what we have. Give me 1 second. Badges and emojis. Emojis. Let's get rid of, well, Kentucky's gone, so we'll replace the Kentucky emoji. Sorry, Kentucky fans. Seriously, sorry, Kentucky fans. We've got the UCLA logo. There's the UCLA. And let's change. The Magic are on the cusp here. Actually, let's just change this 3. I don't think anybody ever uses that one. Let's do the Huskies logo. Cool. Husky. And UCLA. Save and publish. Cool. Refresh. Membership is only 99 cents for now. No, just the entry-level membership is 99 cents right now. Those entry-level memberships, when I go back to doing members-only content, those 99-cent memberships aren't going to have access to the members-only content, but they will have access to the badges and emojis. Just basically digital stickers, right? You can pay 99 cents for a sticker. You might as well just put coins in the gumball machine kind of thing. YouTube still hates me, says Roy Williams. Every time those get gifted out. Thank you, Larry, for gifting out 5 Football Nation memberships. Big W to our friend, Living Like Larry. Appreciate that so much. Do I have any left? YouTube allows me to gift out 10. I think I might have gifted all of mine out now. Yeah, I gifted out a bunch. Let's see. Cool. So, yeah, I'm out of my gift ones right now. But Living Like Larry is out there gifting for the channel. Patricia says, because I'm CT, game will start at 9:15 a.m. Woo! Let's see. Tommy saying hello to Larry. Kentucky hasn't been the same since John Calipari left. Hey, bro, sorry, not much of a basketball fan, but I'm still here for you, says Janet Jones. That's okay. What's going on, Janet Jones? Patricia saying, I'm going UConn today. Okay, well, these are the games in the last 5 matches here for UCLA. They've gotten 4 out of 5 wins. Here, why don't we take a quick look at the form of UConn. Last 5 games, they've dropped some games, guys. To end the season, UConn dropped a game to Marquette. They lost 62-68, probably something that should not have happened. Then they played Xavier. UConn got the win there, 93-68, convincing win. UConn beat Georgetown 67-51. Also a pretty solid win there, a 16-point win. They lost to St. John's 52-72. And, of course, in the first round of the NCAA Round of 64 tournament, they beat Furman 82-71. That is how UConn has been on the past couple of days heading into this particular matchup. One more time, guys, before we get there, these are the regular season numbers. 77.7, 77.6, both teams averaging just about the same. We look at the three-point percentage. All of this is actually pretty close. I think the biggest difference is the efficiency at the free throw line and the three-pointers made. But outside of that, man, the scoring margin is huge for the UConn Huskies. And taking a look at this right now, Connecticut, the Huskies are 5.5-point favorites heading into this one right now. 5.5-point favorites heading into this one. Let's see. YouTube hates me too. Haven't gotten my membership either, says Tommy Braskett. Yellow Snow, says DJ Dean. DJ Jean, excuse me. I have UConn losing in the final, so hopefully they take care of business today, says Ben Chadwick. Alien says hello. I'm placed a new coach, says Patricia. Lebowski. There it is, dropping the Husky logos right there. How many losses do you all have in your 16? I've got 3, says C. Rocco. 3 ball makes teams lethal, says Mr. Mojo. Well, that's offense and the defense, guys. Why don't we go player by player and break this down? Okay, so we've got Donovan Dent on the left, Silas Damari on the right. Damari, a game-time decision there. Damari was a game-time decision. Does anybody have an additional update right now on whether or not Damari is going to be available for today's game? Let's take a quick look at this. Stats for today. You know, I think he's going to be good to go. I don't see anything that says that he's unavailable for today's contest. Normally would have something here on ESPN. I think he's good to go. So, Damari should be good to go. Big help for UConn here. Again, a game-time decision, but he is efficient with his opportunities. He doesn't score as many points per game as Donovan Dent, or as many assists as Donovan Dent, but he also doesn't play as many minutes as Donovan Dent. And in the time that he does play, in the 5 fewer minutes that he does play, he does average an extra rebound and a half per game more, and a little bit more on the steal side as well there for UConn. As a point guard, you're not mad. Anytime any player can average double-digit points, you know you've got a good contributor on both sides. So Donovan Dent and Silas Damari, I think both of them are decent point guards. I don't think that they're like game changer. They're not Jalen Brunson or anything like that, but solid point guards for both sides. Shooting guard comparison. Sky Clark on the UCLA side, solo ball on the right side here. Minutes played, Ball gets a few more minutes. He does average about 2 more points per game. Sky Clark does see the court a little better. Sharper with the passing, 2.1 assists per game compared to 1.6. Rebounds per game, 1 full board, 1 full pull down more for solo ball. We've got steals per game. Sky Clark tripling the amount of steals per game as solo ball. For what it's worth, neither of these guys are averaging even a half a block a game, but solo ball is averaging double the blocks as Sky Clark. That being said, Sky Clark much more efficient with his shooting both inside and outside the three-point line. Those are the numbers there. Damn, Florida's in trouble, says Eric. Small forward comparisons here, guys. Trent Perry also averaging 12 points per game. Braylon Mullins averaging 12 points per game. Both of these sides, again, very good, very close matchups right now. 12.7 points per game to 12 points per game. 2.9 assists per game to 1.4. 2.9 rebounds to 3.5. Both of them are basically sitting at 1 steal per game. Both of them averaging less than a block per game. But Trent Perry at 0.1 versus 0.7. Braylon Mullins, definitely the advantage when it comes to generating blocks and stops on that side of the court. Field goal percentage, 44% and 41% from three-point land for UCLA, 43% and 34% for the Huskies side of the equation here. You guys can decide who you would rather have in this situation. Then we've got Eric Daly and Alex Karaban. The numbers, I'm shocked to see so many contributors, everyone averaging double-digit points up and down the list right now. Double-digit points left and right. Both Daly and Karaban are averaging, Daly is averaging 11. Karaban's averaging closer to 13. Karaban also about twice the assists per game. Advantage to Eric Daly of UCLA for rebounds per game and steals per game. Blocks per game, the advantage goes to the UConn side. And we're splitting the field goal percentage between regular field goals and three-point percentage there. Sorry, guys, trying to get my water in. We did a game earlier today. I literally went downstairs, did a 4-mile walk, did a couple of squats with the bar on my back, and decided I'm tired. And I have another game, so didn't want to beat myself too much up over that. Let's take a look at the centers today. Tyler Bilodeau, another game time decision heading into this contest right now. If I click on his number, looks like he should be available for today's game as well. I don't see any markers on him here on ESPN. I could be wrong, but it looks like he's going to be available for today's contest. That being said, this dude is averaging 17.7 per game. Terrace Reed averaging 13.7 per game. As a matter of fact, I've actually got, heading into this game here as well, it looks like Reed has stepped it up a bit. According to the ESPN side of things, my numbers only add up to the March Madness situation. Reed is going all the way into March Madness, 13.7, actually 14.3. Anyways, assists per game, advantage to Reed. Rebounds per game, steals per game, blocks per game, advantage to Reed. But Bilodeau can definitely score 17 points per game. Terrace Reed has the advantage as far as field goal percentage goes. 3-point percentage advantage to Bilodeau, especially since Reed doesn't shoot threes. Not a 3-point shooter. Looks like Tofus Revenge. What's going on? Says, thank you for what you do. You make listening to the games fun. Make it a fun time. That's what we're here for, man. Norris with Bruce Lee, Amazing Friends. Oh, man. Yes, a 4-mile walk, DJ Gene. It took me about an hour. I had that little treadmill that we were talking about. I just turned it on. Christina and Sammy were taking a nap. I figured, you know what? I'm tired. I don't want to really lift today. Let's just try to get a little bit of light cardio in here and move on with our lives. That's exactly what happened. I'm going to move this up 2 more notches. How's that? Yeah, now you can see the pin. Let's see. UCLA, Bilodeau is out for tonight. Tommy Braskett, thank you for the heads up, sir. So it looks like they're going to end up shifting to small ball here, folks. So Tommy giving us a last-minute update. Thank you for coming in super clutch there, Mr. Braskett. Tommy, thank you. Let's take a look now at what we're likely going to see in that situation. So it looks like Bilodeau, 17 points per game is what he's averaging, has been ruled out for today's game. That means that the Huskies likely going to attack the big area here, likely going to attack the big spots. We will probably see Daly shift over. I don't know that they're really going to dig in and bring in Booker. They might bring in Booker. You know what? I bet they will bring in Booker, and Booker's probably going to end up playing the center spot or big power forward spot. They might be shifting. Let's take a look at the next available for height. I mean, Terrace Reed. I'm on the wrong side here. The next biggest man available would be Booker. As a matter of fact, Booker is the tallest guy on the team, so Booker's going to slide in just fine at the center spot here for this contest. That's probably what's going to happen. I'll let you know who's there for the tip-off, but, again, shout out to our boy Tommy Braskett letting us know that giving us the update here for UCLA. Looks like Tyler Bilodeau is out for today's game. Bilodeau is out for today's game. That is according to our boy Tommy. Cool. Siempre trabajando? Yeah, man, we gotta try. We gotta keep working, man. There ain't no rest for the wicked. 6'11". 6'11". That'll work. That'll work. But it comes down to what he can actually produce, right? Because you're still losing 17 points. Unless he comes in and pulls in 17 points, I don't know how he's going to really – I mean, it's just going to have to wait and see, guys. All right, guys, welcome back to another game. The NBA standings have not changed since we were last live just 3 hours ago. These are the NBA standings. This game right now between UCLA and UConn should be getting started any moment right now. But for those of you who are hoop heads, these are your standings in the Western and Eastern Conferences for the National Basketball Association. Oklahoma City Thunder in the front of the Western Conference. You got San Antonio, Los Angeles, and the Houston Rockets in the top four. Denver Nuggets and the Minnesota Timberwolves at the bottom of the play-in list right now. And, of course, this does go 1 versus 8, 2 versus 7, 3 versus 6, 4 versus 5. Very similar to what we see in the NFL. Same thing would happen on this side. So Phoenix is actually a pretty decent matchup right now. San Antonio had a hard time against Phoenix. If we end up having to do a 4-game series against Phoenix, that's actually going to be a tough one right there. Would love to see Oklahoma drop a few games and San Antonio get the number 1 spot. I'd like to see San Antonio go up against the Clippers or maybe, anybody else who's barely got – I mean, we don't even have – this isn't even a winning record right now, and this is the playoffs in the Western Conference. Boo. Anyways. Everyone ready? I'm going to check everything, says Patricia. We're here going against 6'11" center. Hopefully the Raps beat the Suns today. 6'11" is wild, says DJ Jean. John, UCLA is in the Big Ten, says Noah. They are still breaking down some of the other games that have happened today, folks. Still breaking down some of the games that have happened today. So, Sweet 16. We'll pick up again in a few days, guys. After this matchup, I will not be live for 3 more days. By the way, my TV screen now has said that they're pushing it back yet another 10 minutes, and tip-off will be in 10 minutes, guys. What song should be played for the game, says Patricia. That's a good question. That's a good question. I like the Joker and his huge brother. Yeah, did you see that? Yeah, those guys are huge, man. I'm ready, Pasadena, California, born and raised. 80s, baby. 90s raised me here. Let's go. My mighty UCLA Bruins. Did you hear about the guy who bet $32,000 on UCLA? Is that a real story, Jay? This is the first time I'm hearing it right now, so Jay is coming in clutch with some data right now. The Mariners are looking good in trying camp. Nice. Oy vey, says Mr. Mojo. Raps scared the Hawks. We'll pass them. Do you think Florida can come back from Iowa, asks Alien. I haven't even been looking at all the scores right now. That's totally on me. Go Mariners. John saying Noah. I said they're not a floor man. Let's see. OMG, they're Big Ten in hoops, question mark. They ain't natural. I can't root for them as Big Ten. It's weird, says Frymeister. Nuggets should be getting Watson back before the season ends. All right, we're family, says Patricia. What's up, George Dog? How are you, sir? What's going on to everybody in the chat? Also keeping an eye on the C's game, says Owl on the Prowl. What song? Pink Floyd, Money. Ting 2, says Courtney. You know what? I do need to change something here. All of these are set to NBA baseline, so I do have to add 8 minutes. We have 2 halves, not 4 quarters. Both teams will have 4 timeouts right now. And this should be exactly where we need to be to start this one. The Ring of Fire. The Dusty Attic, South Carolina. What's going on? Saying, I missed the early game. Happy to be here now. I am happy that y'all are here. Grab your popcorn. Grab your sodas. Grab whatever it is that you guys need to make yourselves comfortable. Kick your feet up and buckle in. Get ready because we have March Madness just a few minutes away. All right, y'all. Why don't we take a look at the let's do this. Let's take a look at the bracket. March Madness bracket. Some of you guys may have access to this on your own side. We'll take a look at it from my side. Jagular, what's up, man? Coming to help Mario's numbers, but really want some football. I know, my friend. I know how that goes. But I appreciate you saying hi. Appreciate you stopping by. All right, we'll break this down, guys, and we're going to do it one quadrant at a time because I don't know that we can actually fit much more than that into one screen. We're going to blow this up right now. Okay. So, the winner. Now we know for sure that Duke, right? You see over here, Duke and St. John's are going to be playing against one another. That'll be the next game next week on, I'm guessing, Thursday or Friday. Michigan patiently waiting to see who will win this game. Michigan beat Louisville 77-69. Giggity. Michigan advances. Michigan State advances. UCLA or UConn will go on to the Sweet 16. We scroll down a little bit to the bottom areas here. Florida got the win over Prairie View A&M. Florida now plays Iowa. Iowa beat Clemson. And then it looks like this game is currently happening, Iowa and Florida happening right now. The Gators looking to try to get back. Vanderbilt just lost to Nebraska. Nebraska got a 74-72 win over Vanderbilt. Close game there. So Nebraska is in the top 16, the Sweet 16. The winner of this matchup between Florida and Iowa will play Nebraska. The matchup is set between Illinois and Houston. We will be seeing this one in the round of in I guess the Sweet 16. Let's see. Can I move this over now? That is the question. Okay. Looks like I can. Whoops. Heyo. Stand by. All right, let's take a look at the other side then, shall we? Here's the other side of the equation. We still have about 7 minutes until tip-off, maybe 6 minutes here until tip-off. They're taking their time. Arizona and Utah happening live right now, guys. So Arizona going up against Utah State here. They're waiting to play the Razorbacks, or the Razorbacks are waiting to see who's going to win this one. Arkansas already up here. Texas versus Purdue, the Longhorns versus Purdue. That's going to be a lot of fun. Can't wait to watch that game. That'll be coming up in the Sweet 16. We'll have Michigan in the Sweet 16, waiting to see who wins between Texas Tech and Alabama. So Alabama could find their way through to play Michigan. Tennessee and Iowa going to be waiting for it. Going to be over here waiting to see, I guess they're going to be battling it out. But that makes up all the matchups now. So Tennessee, Iowa, all of this. 5:35 until tip-off, guys. Let's see. Let's go over here. That's better. Cool. Cool. So 5 minutes here left to go. I need to make sure that I've got my stuff set up properly. A lot longer than expected here. I don't normally have to stall this long. I don't normally have to stall this long, but I guess I do today. That's okay. Here are the betting props and the ideas for it. UCLA 33% probability of winning. This is according to ESPN Analytics. 66% for the UConn Huskies. While at home this season, the Huskies 15-2 at home. These are your top point scorers. Anything else we can talk about right now? We talked about a lot of these stats moments ago. It won't be too much longer, guys. Again, just stalling for time. Just waiting for this to get started. CC Cook saying, "Holler, Mario. I liked your football so much. I'm back from March Madness. Let's go." Patricia says game starts in 9 minutes. I've got 3 minutes and counting right now. Max Adventures. Max Adventures. What up, Mac? How you doing? Saying you're doing a great job. Thank you, Mac. Mario is 5'11". I'm 6'1". I'm 6'1". Are you guys trying to guess how tall he is? How tall I am? Yeah, I'm 6'1". Definitely not 6'11". Got him, coach says Mario is 5'10". I'm 6'1", according to my driver's license. Game. Almost on right now. He's back, says High Steel. What up, High Steel? Anonymous. Nia checking in. Sis Sledge, what up? Saying Patricia. He's 6 feet? Yes, I am, Roy Williams. Yes, I am. Says Alan. Let's all try to guess Mario's high school graduation year. You're in the right area there. Got him, coach. You know, I'm a millennial. That's all I can really say here. We have talked about this in the past. I'll age myself this way. The first concert that I voluntarily went to that I wanted to go to, I went to System of a Down, and that was sick. So sick. After that, I actually went to a Green Day concert. That was my second show. And then I've been to, like, every single Warped Tour. So Warped Tour was still a thing before Warped Tour got canceled. I used to go to Warped Tour every year from, like, 7th grade until I was 21. You guys are close. You guys are close. You guys are getting colder. He's 35. Do the math, says Mr. Mojo. I will be 35 this year. I will be 35. Got him, coach says I'm class of 2000, 1982 baby here. Pasadena, California, born and raised. Few blocks from the Rose Bowl. Checking in all year, says our friend Adam Flanagan. What up, Adam? How are you, my friend? Welcome back. Yeah, dude. Yeah, first concert ever was System of a Down, and it was sick. High Steel says I turned 48 yesterday. Happy birthday. Happy belated birthday, High Steel. Adam Flanagan says I'm 34. Me too, brother. Me too. Watching from Arkansas. Woo pig suey, says EA Gamer. EA Sports. It's in the game. Man, you are just on the wrong side of that. You were just on the inside track there, Nia. Just on the inside track there. Eric says I'm class of 2000. 91 kid from Ohio. Serge Takian, says Courtney. I'll be 44 this summer, but I look like I could pass for 27. That's what good health does, man. Let's go UConn, says Patricia. Oh, never mind, says CJ Banning. Well, without any further stalling for time, looks like this game is getting ready to tip off, ladies and gentlemen. Boys and girls, I hope you're ready. I sure am. Should have gotten this game started about 15 minutes ago, but that's the way March Madness goes. They're going to push it back and make us wait. They're going to push this back and make us wait. All right. Waiting for this thing to get started so I can get my stuff going on. Let's see. This is funny. No math major, says Mr. Mojo, for sure. Class of 08-09. Amazeballs, says Courtney. Money line? Apologies. Boom. There it is. Thank you. The odds, CJ Banning. Thank you very much. CJ Banning helping reel me back in, making sure I cross my T's and dot my I's. I appreciate that, Mr. Banning. Scrolling by at the very bottom of the screen, not the bottom of this screen. Down there, way down there, you can see the big scrolling text. That is the money line and the bets for today, your odds for today. Good luck. This is a primetime game, says Noah King. I think so too, Noah. Let's do this. UCLA, UConn. I'm ready for it. Bro, and the trivia quiz is going to be so good. I'm ready for this. I'm ready for this trivia quiz too. Show Me is taller than Victor Wembanyama. He's on Florida, and he is 7'9". Yeah, I saw that guy, but he still can't hoop. He's just tall. Here's the tip-off here, and it looks like it's going to be won by UConn. UConn gets the opening tip-off right now, folks, and I'll scroll this down just a hair. UConn gets the opening tip-off. Sky Clark with the ball. Right here, it's actually going to be stolen that way, and that's going to be laid up and in. First points of the day. Looks like it's going to be Sky Clark who makes the layup. This is going to be UCLA who scores the opening bucket. Give me one moment while I get myself situated right now. The Huskies with the basketball here. Looks like Malachi Smith will hand this over. Solo ball with the straightaway tray. That's off the front of the rim. No good. Offensive rebound, though, for UConn. Another three-point shot flies. This one off the mark for Caravan, and this one will be rebounded by Xavier Booker. Booker did get the starting role here. Booker has been officially checked in as the starter then, I suppose. 19 minutes here left to go as this game is getting started right now. UCLA with the basketball. Trent Perry will find Sky Clark. Sky Clark to Booker. Booker to the top of the screen here. Here's the drive. Here's the shoot. A diving layup. There is a foul there, and it looks like Donovan Dent is going to draw the foul with 18:50 left to go. Donovan Dent is at the free throw line. The foul is on Solo ball. So 18:50, we get 2 shots at the stripe. 2 shots at the free throw line. Thank you, Durston. Tropicana saying UConn. Max saying UConn. First free throw is good for UCLA. So Donovan Dent is at the free throw line. Donovan Dent is at the free throw line, and it looks like the TNT delay is a little bit more than the CBS delay. Second free throw is also good. So the score is now 4-0. We start the clock again. Here are the Huskies. Huskies with possession. Malachi Smith at the March Madness logo. Malachi Smith passes to the wing. A pass inside and a kick to the three-point line. Ball movement looking good for the Huskies. This is going to end up being a bad pass. He steps on the sideline, and it's out of bounds. Turnover. UCLA basketball. So UCLA gets it back already. More turnovers than points here for the Huskies. Huskies with 2 turnovers, and UCLA with the ball. Bounce pass to the right-hand side. Now we've got Eric Daly. Daly going to lose it. It's stolen. Going back the other way is UConn. UConn on the drive. Solo ball at the three-point line. Feeds inside and jams it in. It's going to be Alex Caravan with the first bucket of the day for the Huskies. Huskies finally get into the scoring column here. The score is 4-2. UConn on defense. UCLA tries to alley-oop it up. It's good. There's the jam for Xavier Booker, who gets the alley-oop. An alley-oop right there. There should be an assist for Donovan Dent. So Donovan Dent gets the assist. An alley-oop to Booker. Here's a bounce pass to the hash mark, and UConn is on offense. Caravan. Pass to Ball. Ball looks to Rose. Pass inside, and this one looks like it's going to miss. I got a couple things I need to update here. Looks like there might be a foul. We'll refresh this page, go to live. Also need to make an adjustment here and bring this down. So here are our top players right now. We're at the free throw line, ladies and gentlemen. At the free throw line. And the first free throw looks like it's good. Give me one moment. So I make a couple more adjustments here. Cool. Much better. First free throw is good. Here comes the second free throw. Score is 3-6. This makes it 4-6. 2-point game right now. 17.5 left to play. The ball has been inbounded. UCLA with it here. Both free throws made by Eric. It looks like both free throws were made. Oh, man, we got a lot of action happening here. Ball moving around. UCLA with it. Xavier Booker passes backward. Shot clock down to 10. Looks like the ball is in the hands of Eric Daly. Daly pump fakes at the three-point line. A little give and go. Daly tries to get open. Shoots with the left hand. Rattles the rim. It's no good. Rebound by UConn. UConn trying to fast break, but good defense there by UCLA as they get back on defense. Huskies with it. Jab step to the right. Here is a drive, and it looks like there's going to be a foul off the ball. 16 minutes and 46 seconds left to go. This could be taking us to a timeout here. 16:46. All right. Clock has stopped with 16 and some change. I'm starting to get a little frustrated at how far ahead this March Madness logo is. I might have to, or this thing is going, I might have to actually go back to the old school version, which is fine. UCLA going back and forth. Donovan Dent alley-oops it upstairs again. Good defensive play there by Caravan to prevent the easy alley-oop. It stops the clock with 16:32. Looks like a foul coming in right now. Alex Caravan commits the foul. We're going to get 2 free throws now for UCLA. UCLA getting a trip to the stripe right now. I didn't forget about you guys, says Ashley. Let's go UConn, UCLA all day, all evening, says Tyrone Smith. Someone better call up Tyrone. Call him. Call him. First free throw is good. 7-4. UCLA with a 3-point lead. At the free throw line is Xavier Booker. Xavier Booker, 6'11", born in Indianapolis, Indiana, according to my notes. He will make both of the free throws. It is now an 8-4 game. The UConn Huskies have 3 turnovers, 3 fouls, 3 shot attempts, and only one of them have been made. The other 2 points came, I guess, at the free throw line. This is going to be almost stolen right now by UCLA. A feed and a drive under the rim. Foul coming in here. That's definitely a foul on Eric Feeney. Terrace Reed draws the foul, and Terrace Reed goes to the free throw line. Terrace Reed goes to the free throw line to shoot 2 shots. Couple of shots coming in right now. Let's go Bruins, saying got him, coach. First quarter. Calm down, Bruins fans. First free throw. Nice shooter's roll right there. Terrace Reed gets the first shot to fall. So a couple of chances at the free throw line. This is the 4th free throw. He is 100% at the free throw line, Terrace Reed. He's made all 4 of his free throws. So 4 of the 6 points for the Huskies have come from the stripe. Right now, UCLA has the basketball. They are playing very tight defense on the UConn side of the equation now. With the ball in hand, Donovan Dent looks for a way in. Play clock down to 10. He'll look for a man. It's Eric Feeney. Eric Feeney is in the paint right here. Gets clogged in the lane. Clears it to the 3-point line. It flies, and it's good. Donovan Dent buries the triple. Donovan Dent with a big 3-point shot there. UConn down by 5 now. So UConn is down by 5. Ball movement happening here for the Huskies. Huskies in open space. A cross-court pass. This is a 3-point shot from the corner. Bang! Alex Caravan knocks down the 23-footer. So Caravan up to 5 points already here for the UConn Huskies. Xavier Booker leads the way right now for UCLA. Wide open 3-point shot. Oh my goodness, just trading triples now. A 3-point shot is buried by Xavier Booker. That will bring his point count up to 7. It is 14-9. UConn down by 5. UConn on offense here. Malachi Smith starts moving the ball around. Here's a pass to the 3-point line. Jaden Ross will shoot this one. This is off the back iron. No good. No foul under the rim right now. No foul under the rim. Trent Perry coming back with it for UCLA. 5-point lead for UCLA. Looking for isolation basketball. This is going to be a drive to the rim, a layup that is no good, and it's rebounded by UConn. UConn trying to reset here. Pass inside the paint, getting quadruple teamed. Got to be a foul. This could be a bucket and one. I think they're going to call this. Yes, a bucket and one. Caravan gets the shot to go. He'll go to the free throw line when we get back, but they are cutting to a commercial break. Ladies and gentlemen, commercial break. Can bring up the old school basketball court. Try a couple of these for now. Don't know how I'm going to make it work. Won't be perfect, won't be pretty, but we can totally make it work. I feel like this down below is making it I mean, it's easy to just call the game and not have to worry about it, but it does feel like it's missing something or like it's too far ahead. Big Ten is dominating, says Jamie. Timeout has been called, guys. Noah saying it's just 5 points. UConn is used to it. 10 points with the spread, says Mr. Mojo. 5-point spread, says Mr. Mojo. Florida 69, Iowa 66. 3 minutes left. Iowa ball. Just a ticker tape. Just a ticker tape. We got the ticker tape at the bottom of the screen. Going to keep that rolling there for you guys. Love the OG court. Makes me feel connected, says DJ Gene. Honestly, me too, man. It makes me feel a little more connected as well. Hard to call and move things around, but definitely has a much better vibe, in my opinion. I like being able to see where – I like you guys being able to see exactly where the ball is at all times. The only thing is I might need to slow down my mouse sensitivity. Looks like Tamerlan checking in. I like the Dallas Mavericks, says Alien. Iowa close, saying Jamie. Iowa is close, says Jamie. Florida, says Mr. Mojo. Langdon says hello again. Noah says hi again. Well, we'll try to call this. Looks like an old gym, says the Mr. Mojo. Honestly, that's what this court looks like. Don't to trigger happy about 5-point lead. Don't get too happy. Don't get trigger happy about a 5-point lead, says Noah King. I know, 5-point lead with the entire game left to go. Yeah, not much of a difference here. Not much of a difference there. Honestly, even a 10-point difference. Even a 10-point difference you shouldn't get too worried about. We saw what happened in the last game with Iowa State. That, they were able to come back. They had a 12-point deficit, and they ended up blowing the doors off of that thing and winning the game by 22 points, 24 points, whatever that was. Looks like the Knicks are going to get the win right there. The Boston Celtics playing the Minnesota Timberwolves right now. Phoenix Suns playing the Raptors. The Suns 13-4. We've got Arizona and Utah State. Arizona at halftime up in that game. Purdue got the win over Miami. You can see that at the bottom here. Florida got the win over Iowa. You can see that at the bottom here. So many upsets, though, says Chicane Media. Chicana Media? Robert Miller saying UCLA would win this if we had Tyler. I do like the old school court, I have to say. I do too, man. Let's give it a shot. Let's try this right now. We are at the free throw line right now, ladies and gentlemen. Again, just so y'all know, Caravan is at the free throw line here. That foul was on Jaden Ross. Looks like the and one is good, and it is now a 2-point game. We start the clock again. There's the inbound pass. UCLA gonna get stripped right here. There's a foul. Hang on. Looks like Ross commits that foul. Okay, that's the foul committed by Jaden Ross. Well, Tyler's not playing. Florida hasn't won yet. Still about a minute to go, says Tommy. We are going to get another inbound pass here. There's the inbound pass. And UCLA will bring it up court. It is Trent Perry crossing half court here. Perry hands this off to Donovan Dent. Dent to the bottom of the screen. He works his way back to the top. We'll pass this over to Perry. Perry feeds it under the rim. A pass to the free throw line. This shot goes up. It's no good. It's going to go. Last touch here. It's recovered. It's a rebound by UConn. UConn tries a fast break. They're at the hash mark now. Missed shot one way. Defensive rebound by Perry. Pass to the March Madness logo. Bottom of the screen now for the Huskies. With it is Silas Damari passes to the top. Back to Damari, lets the three fly. This one off the back of the rim. No good. Rebound by Perry. Perry, fast pace right now, trying to push pace. They're calling this a double dribble. The official said double dribble here. Stops the clock with 13-19. It's a turnover again. And it becomes UConn basketball. So UConn gets the ball back. We're going to get an inbound pass here. Watching the NBA games scroll by. Start the clock there. Clock is ticking. 13 minutes and 18 seconds. Connecticut brings the ball up court. UConn with it. It's solo ball. Ball waits. He'll pass to the March Madness logo. It's Damari. He'll pass to Rebe. And I don't know if I said that right. Back and forth action here with the ball in Solo Ball's hands. This one is going to be tipped away. It is stolen. UCLA comes up with a turnover, a foul. Looks like Sky Clark comes up with a steal. So Sky Clark comes up with a steal. A foul comes in quickly. It's on Solo Ball. Solo Ball will end up picking up his second foul, so he will hit the sidelines. And it looks like Braylon Mullins will be checking in now for UConn. Inbound pass. Sky Clark working here. Sky Clark pulls up to the March Madness logo. Sharp pass. Here's the drive. 1 foot in the paint. Doesn't have the angle. Clears it once again. The drive on the right side of the glass. The shot no good. The putback attempt's no good. It will be rebounded here. Bad shot from the UCLA side. UConn in transition. Moves the ball around. UConn outside the perimeter here, can't find a way in just yet. Ball in the hands of Alex Caravan, and they're going to call this a travel on Caravan, so another turnover here. The officials really getting involved in this game. Another turnover. This time the turnover is against UConn, so we'll inbound from the hash mark. There's the inbound pass. Inbound from the hash mark, and we bring the ball up court. Ball currently in the hands of Trent Perry. Perry working against Damari. Perry tries to get past him, can't quite do it, almost loses the handle, still with it, touches this thing last off his knee, out of bounds, UConn basketball, 12:04. Coach has something to say here, a little sloppy, says Eric Walk, a little bit they call traveling in college, says Mr. Mojo. It's a 2-point game, says Noah. We start the clock again. Ball is quickly in the UConn front court here. UConn with it. Kick to the three-point line. Passing from outside of the arc, a feed to the inside. It's too much pass, too much height on the pass. Another turnover. Very sloppy basketball here. This goes out of bounds, and I think a timeout will be called. Bad pass, a turnover, and a TV timeout coming up next. All right, y'all, so we go to a TV timeout. And again, I think my question then becomes, which angle do y'all want to see? Are y'all cool with this for the March Madness right now? Did y'all prefer the basketball and the hand, the traditional movement here? Because this is what we're going to do for NBA. I'm lucky right now that March Madness is so delayed that we can at least be close and not 30 seconds behind. Let's see. Who fought the world? High Point won this one first. Let's see. The NCAA Division Men's Basketball Tournament, branded as March Madness or the Big Dance, says Rake Flyer. I had Wisconsin winning 3 games, so now I need High Point to win as many as possible. High Point lost today, says Frymeister Bond. Oof. Well, there goes that. Where is High Point, says Roy Williams. Good question, Roy. Good question. Salute, says Mr. Mullen. What up, Mr. Mullen? Looks like Kamada says we need UConn to win to represent the Big East with Johnny's. North Carolina. Thank you, Frymeister. Let's take a quick look and see how this live stream is going. Taking a quick look at the analytics for this particular game. Let's pop in, see where our numbers are at. Fingers crossed, big bucks, no whammies. Hey-o, we got 400 people watching it with us. Don't forget to smash that like button if you're with us. 400? I'm cool with it. 400, welcome. 400 beautiful faces on the other side of this screen. I see you guys hanging out on the couch today. It's Sunday. Why would you want to be doing anything else? What's going on, guys? We've got Hoop Mystic saying greetings from Vietnam. Mario, you became my favorite person to watch on this channel, and I'm glad that this channel has someone caring and kind like you. Thanks. I appreciate it. Ashley says you became my favorite person to watch on this channel, and I'm glad that this channel has someone caring and kind like you. I mean, Ashley, this is my channel, you know? I did create this channel 3 years ago, and it has been my baby for 3 years. And we have help We've got really good help with my boy Santino, who's been, one of the best helps that I could have ever asked for. Good friend, trusted friend, so nice to have a buddy to help out with these things right now. Let's see. I come from good vibes, says Squid 10 Toes. What up, Squid 10 Toes? Do you think you would cover any of the women NCAA games? Nia asks. Maybe the championship games? Maybe. Yo, Mario, can you put UCLA versus UConn live right now, but just have the picture all scrambled like how them motels? No, those other channels are likely not able to monetize their content. Those other channels are likely definitely skirting and circumnavigating some pretty big, obvious copyright laws. So this is the best you're going to get, guys. Sorry. It is what it is, but I'll do my best to bridge that gap. Here is the inbound pass. We're going to leave the March Madness stuff in the background here. Our timeout is over. 11:40 here left to go, and the ball has been inbounded. UCLA has the basketball in hand. Going towards the bottom of the screen, it is Donovan Dent. Dent tries to pass this to the inside. Lots of hands in these passing lanes. It's poked away here by UConn. Last touch by UConn. It sails out of bounds. It's UCLA basketball. 11:32 left to play in the first. 11:32 left to play in the first. Ball in the hands of Eric Daly, who's about to inbound, looking for Donovan Dent. Finds someone else. Little give and go right here. It's back in the hands of Donovan Dent. Dent under the rim. He tries to find the angle here. Can't get the shot to fall. Recovers his own rebound. Shoots it again. Much higher arc this time. It's good. There's a bucket from Donovan Dent. Nice shot from Donovan Dent. UCLA on a roll. UConn hasn't scored a bucket in almost 4 minutes here. UConn, three-point shot flies here. This one off the rim, no good. Rebounded, offensive rebound, so second chance points. Another straightaway triple. Still not going to go for UConn. Clock stops with 10:56. Too many missed shots right now. Too many missed shots right now for UConn. 10:56 here left to go. Mullins can't get the shot to go. They're making a few substitutions for UConn. Uribe is subbing out. Taurus Reed checking back in for UConn. There's the inbound pass. At the three-point line, Alex Caravan passes it to the corner, looking for Damari. It's poked away. Iowa got the win over the Gators, 73-72. What? Iowa won 73-72 on a last-minute madness shot. Wow. What a good game to have not covered. Dang, of course. Here's a move, and a floater goes up. Foul coming in. 10:45 left to play. Should have covered that game, man. I hope this game comes down to the wire. Pretty slow start to this one. 10:45 here left to play in the first. A lot of missed shots for both sides here, guys. A lot of missed shots for both sides here. Whoops. Please stand by. I just had something glitch in my brain. Hold on 1 second. Trying to get this set up. There we go. Now we should be good to go. That's actually, I've been a little discombobulated because I had things backwards right now. Here's UCLA on the move, trying to get something going here. UCLA will drive. Ball behind the back, step back, pump fake, not going to go here. Instead, we see Daly will hand this off last moment to Xavier Booker, and Booker will score. 4-foot jam there, an assist for Eric Daly. Daly gets the assist. UCLA up 18-12. UConn with the basketball now. It's Malachi Smith. Smith will hand this over. A pass to Caravan. He shoots the triple and bang! Knocks that one in. A three-point shot will fall for Alex Caravan. 24 feet out with 10:03 left to go. Apologies on the clock. Looks like 9:45 is ticking here. Less than 10 to play in the first half. stepping on the gas for UCLA. We've got a tough challenge here. Surprised there wasn't a foul. It's going to be a bad pass and a turnover. Step back triple for UConn. No good. Rebound. Looks like a rebound here for Jamar Brown. On the court now, you can see the players on the right-hand side, bottom right-hand side of the screen. Eric Daly looking for an angle in. He gets one, but it's blocked with a rejection there. Taurus Reed gets a swat in. So Taurus Reed comes up with a rejection for UConn. Daly, no sir. Daly tried to find that angle, but too much power there from Taurus Reed. Great job on the rejection. 9:13 left to go. Here's the inbound pass. Quickly it is shot, and quickly it is scored. Quick bucket right there for Sky Clark from 19 feet out. It's a long two. Right now, I got solo ball. Passes to the right to Taurus Reed. Taurus Reed looks to Malachi Smith. Smith on the dribble. Man in his face. A pass to solo ball. Back to Smith. Working around the perimeter. A bounce pass to the inside. No foul. Looks like this shot is going to miss. Taurus Reed misses it. Gets his own rebound. Kicks it to the corner. The corner three. No good. Rebound UCLA. Quick transition. It's 2-on-1. They've got the numbers. The bounce pass. The rejection here for UConn. It's still 20-15. Going back with it. UConn under the rim. Fighting for it. Taurus Reed can't get the shot to go, and objections coming in now that these officials are not blowing the whistle. 8:15 left to play. Back in the hands of UCLA. We've had miss after miss after miss. 8 minutes left to go. The score is 15-20. A lot of pressure, a lot of ugly shots, ugly buckets. Trying to get it here. Jab step from Donovan Dent. Dent takes it up and shoots. It rolls over the rim. Another missed shot. A rebound for Caravan. Caravan to Reed. Reed, right side. And finally, Malachi Smith with a little finesse goes to the right side of the rim here. It's 20-17 UConn, trailing by 3 UCLA with possession. UCLA approaching the half-court line. It's Donovan Dent. Dent backs all the way out to the three-point line. Looking for an outlet, he finds Xavier Booker. Booker to Sky Clark. It's poked away. It'll be last touch this time. They're saying Malachi Smith touched it. No, they're saying it was last touched by Sky Clark. Timeout will be called. Looks like this might be a TV timeout, but this is going to take us to a commercial break. Ooh. If you read lips, Coach had some choice words right there. Let's see the comments, guys. Let's read the chats. UConn, the Orange Men? Yeah, she's unreal in so many ways. I don't think so. Terrence Reed? We will hear it all night. Terrence Reed? Taurus Reed? Terrence Reed? Reed. Chef Samora, how are things? Asks Mike. What up, Blaney? How you doing? She said, I don't need all that money. And those kids, wait, what? Did St. Louis win? I want to hear Mario call one of SGA's games. Hey, man, we have been covering. We did cover the NBA. We totally covered Boston versus Oklahoma City. So we did call SGA. I do think the San Antonio Spurs are going to beat these guys in the postseason. They have permission. Let the game begin, says Patricia. Alex Overchecking just scored his 1,000th goal. Wow, let's go. Cool. New sub right now, says James Davis. What up, James Davis? Welcome in. How you doing, James? Welcome to the party. Go Huskies, says Andy Dion. Let's ask y'all on this right now, y'all. Let's ask y'all on this right now. Who are you rooting for? Not who do you think will win. Who are you rooting for? Who are you rooting for? I guess you can drop anything yellow or a bear for UCLA, right? And then a dog or a husky or anything dark blue for UConn. Or you can just say it. We got UConn right here. Pringle saying I'm going for UConn. Larry rooting for UCLA right now. Robert Zamora says he's on the Huskies side. With you on that court, says Mike G. Okay, I checked, and his name is Terrace. Saying 2 R's. 2 R's, Justin Hall. Not Taurus. Who's Taurus? Let's see. Iowa State. What's going on? DJ Jean for UCLA. Okay, when did that change, said James Joseph. UCLA Bruins, you already know, says got him, coach. The Beast from the East, says John. LA, says Anthony. What up, Anthony? How are you? Angie saying UConn. I see he who collects. He who collects checking in for UCLA. What up, brother? Win or lose. I can't wait to hear the Knicks press conference. Nice. The guy in the middle at St. Louis, nicknamed either Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Wait a minute, what? All right, y'all are tripping me out. I must have missed something. Tropicana for UConn. What up, Tropicana? Welcome in. Los Angeles. I see y'all. UCLA tonight, says Mr. DP Man. Mr. Dr. Pepper Man. UCLA, waiting for Germ, says Go Possums. Chris checks in for UCLA. Andy with the Huskies. Sebastian with the Huskies. What up, man? Haley checking in for the Huskies. What up, Haley? I got Arizona Wildcats representing in the chat right now as well. This TV timeout is almost over, folks. Anthony says, we hoop, baby. Let's go. Noah King checks in for the Huskies as well. Courtney saying who or Football Nation. What did I miss, Courtney? Is everybody tripping about this name right here? Is everybody freaking out about Taurus Reed? I don't know why everyone thinks that I'm saying Terrence Reed. I'm saying Taurus. I'm trying to say Taurus. Tarris. Because that is his name, as you can see there. So that's why we're saying that. I don't know where there was the confusion. But we're coming back to this, guys. Let's not get distracted by one name when there's so much more at stake than the pronunciation of one name here. Basketball is in the hands of the Huskies. Huskies with it. Here's a three-point shot. Jaden Ross shoots this one, buries this shot, and one. And UConn will take a trip to the free throw line. This is going to be an and one opportunity here to see if they can make it a 4-point play. A 4-point play. Tropicana block saying UConn going to get juice from my orange juice. James Joseph saying I was thinking Syracuse. Eric Walk says, damn, nice shot, kid. Jaden Ross. Free throw. Front of the rim, doink. Off the front of the rim, no good. It's in the hands of UCLA. UCLA and UConn tied up. The score is 20-20 here. Ball in the hands of Trent Perry. Perry using a screen. Perry will find Donovan Dent. Dent around the horn, hands this off. Good movement off the ball. Sky Clark back to Trent Perry. And this is pretty routine basketball here. Looks like Trent Perry is going to slip and hit the deck. A whistle comes in right now, so they're going to call this a foul. They're going to call this a foul here on Malachi Smith. Foul on Malachi Smith. So inbound pass for UCLA. Trent Perry working hard here. He's in the face of Damari. And now we've got a rotation here. Change of rotation and going up for the shot. Getting hacked on the way up. Brandon Williams is fouled. So Brandon Williams draws a foul here. 6:15 left to go. We'll have a man at the free throw line shooting 2 shots. Foul will be on Taurus Reed. Foul will be on Taurus Reed. Did Santino check into the chat? He did come up with today's trivia quiz. Jay Mullen says, shout out to Santino if he's in here. First free throw, guys. Looks like that first free throw is no good. First free throw is no good. Got him, coach, for 3, says got him, coach. David Maj saying, let's go UConn. Second free throw is good. Cash it in. UCLA is up by 1. It's UCLA versus UConn. 6 minutes and 15 seconds here left to play in the first half of this one. UConn with possession. It is Silas Damari. Damari passes this to Malachi Smith. Malachi Smith is in the wing right here. A whistle coming in. It looks like it's going to be against Trent Perry. Foul on Trent Perry. 6 minutes here left to go. Don't see what happened. Must have been a off-ball foul here. Trent Perry pulling on the arms. Okay. So 6 minutes left to play. Inbound pass from the baseline. There it is. Jaden Ross has to go up for it. Ross shoots another triple. Bang! Ross buries the tray. Big shot for Ross. It's the first lead of the night for UConn, and UConn is up 23-21. That's the fourth shot from downtown that they've made, but they've taken 12 shots from downtown. Here's a foul under the rim. It looks like Xavier Booker is going to be hacked right here, and Booker is going to take a trip to the free throw line. Oh, scratch that, guys. It looks like Brandon Williams was the man who was fouled, so he will take a trip to the free throw line. LA King right there with the crown, says Anthony. Pet them dog. Can I pet that dog? Can I pet that dog? First free throw is good. Free throw lands for Brandon Williams. It's a close game, guys. It's 22-23. Second free throw, also good. It's all tied up, 23-23. 5 minutes and 30 seconds here left to play. Going to the right-hand side, it is UConn. UConn at the March Madness logo. Passes to the wing. This three-point shot from Ross. It's off the front of the rim, but a foul comes in, and it's going to be a foul at the three-point line. And another three-point play, or at least a trip for Jaden Ross to shoot not one, not two, but 3 shots. 3 shots coming up now. I didn't really see the foul, but what I did see was him not giving him any landing space after the shot. Yeah. I don't know, man. Might have been a bad call altogether. First free throw is good. The first free throw is good for UConn. Jaden Ross at the stripe. Here comes free throw number 2. Averaging 4.5 points. He's got 8 points already today. Definitely ahead of schedule here. Definitely ahead of schedule here. Who let the dogs out, says Robbie. Oh. When the party was hot, the party was jumping. Yippee-yi-yo. It is 26-23. All 3 free throws were made here by UConn. Ross will check out. We're going to get a couple of substitutions here. 5:23 left to play in the first. 5:23 left to play here in the first. Waiting for the inbound pass, UCLA with the rock. All right, Sky Clark gives it right back to Donovan Dent. Dent steps on it here. Dent going to the left-hand side. UCLA going to the left-hand side right now. I know your graphic might say otherwise. But here's a pass to the three-point line. This triple is good. Count it. And Booker buries a 3. Booker knocks down the 27-footer. Nice shot for him. It's back with UConn. UConn on offense here. Damari passes it to the bottom here, and a shot off the left side. Tough work right there by Eric's Rebe. Tough athletic move there by Rebe. It's 28-26 UConn with a 2-point lead. 4.5 left to play in the first. Here is Sky Clark. Sky Clark back to Donovan Dent. He shoots the triple. This shot offline. Rebounded by UConn. UConn at the bottom of your screen right now, heading to the right side of your screen. UConn with a 2-point lead. Here's the pass inside to Ross. Ross will shoot from the free throw line. Knocks that down, makes it look very easy. Clean shot right there. That's a good take. Nice take right there by Jaden Ross. So Ross knocks it down. Going to the left-hand side, it's UCLA, and this is a shot for UCLA off the glass. It's Donovan Dent who answers back, keeping this a close game. So after a flurry of missed shots, we are now seeing it rain buckets. First we get a drought, and then we get a storm. Here is UConn, feeds inside, and another jam again. Eric Ribe, another dunk here. So now we're cooking. Now we're cooking up points. 32-38, UConn up by 4 at the logo, the March Madness logo here. UCLA's Donovan Dent has it. Donovan Dent goes to the right. He goes under the rim. He will shoot. It goes in and out. He is fouled, and he takes a trip to the stripe. Foul on Alex Caravan. It is Donovan Dent who will shoot 2 shots when we get back from our commercial break. All right, guys. What's up, man? Slamma-jamma, says Robbie G. All right, let's do this, man. I'm looking for the newbies. If this is your first time ever in this chat, say hello, drop some emojis. Any emojis? Drop emojis, newbies. Let's type this in. If you are new, I want to give you guys your shout out. Drop emojis, newbies. By the way, guys, our goal for today is to try to get to 115.2, which means we need 82 new subscribers. If we can get there, that would be awesome. If we can't get there, then so be it. That's okay. I want to see some noobs, says DJ Gene. Mr. Chupatu saying, let's go. What up, man? Welcome in to your first week here on Football Nation, Mr. Chupatu. See you. Kameda May. Kameda May? Kameda May, Kamehameha. What's going on? Welcome. I see you out there in the chat. We got Luke Sachs. What up, Luke? How you doing? I see you with the horns, man. Watch out now. Careful. Careful now. First time, says Raymond Sinclair with the boxing glove. He says, go Huskies. Shout out to our boy DJ Gene, dropping the emojis, showing y'all how it's done. Looks like the Grim Greaser says, show me the noobs. Bootsy on base, says Fry Master Bond. Woodstock saying, what's going on, brother? Memphis in the chat. Thanks for checking in, Memphis. I see you. What up, Memphis, Tennessee? Toy Story, says James Joseph. That's okay, guys. Look, I know there's a lot of newbies watching right now. And a lot of you guys probably don't even have the ability to leave chats because you're watching on your TV. And typing on the TV is so hard. But if you are on your phone, right, I encourage you guys to check into the chat, man. Say what's up. Leave a few comments. If you've got me on your big screen, I totally understand. About 50% of the viewership on these live streams is on the big screen. So if you guys don't have the ability to leave a comment, I totally get it. But don't forget to smash that like button. And if you do have a cell phone and you're watching on your phone, leave a chat. Just say what's up, man. Appreciate you guys. He Who Collects says it's his first time. What's up, He Who Collects? Thanks for checking in, sir. Rock and roll, man. Rock and roll, ladies and gentlemen. Let's do this thing. 3 minutes and 14 seconds. I'm going to get back up on my feet. I think it's time for that. Halftime is around the corner. Do not go anywhere for halftime. I do have a trivia quiz for you. Ubicon. What's up, Ubicon? Saying go UConn. Woof woof, says Mr. Chupatu. I got Iran Barnes. What up, man? Saying newbie in the chat. What up, man? Brian, hello. Jesse, what's up, Jesse Pavlok? Here's a challenge for Mario to stop saying toy boat 5 times. Oh, dude. Oh, that's an easy one. Try saying Irish wristwatch. Really quick. I'm watching at the drive-in theater, says Robbie. Bet. All right. Wink, you're welcome, dude. Cheers, man. Cheers to that. You put a smile on my face. Free throw coming in. We are at the stripe, ladies and gentlemen. Donovan Dent was fouled before we went to commercial break. He does knock down the first of his 2 free throws. Here comes free throw number 2. Donovan Dent, a couple dribbles here. Shoots the second. Both free throws are successful. So the score is now 30-32 with 3 minutes and 13 seconds left to play in the first half. With possession right now, it is UConn. UConn working from outside of the perimeter here. It is Damari. Damari passes left. It's Ross. Ross passes left again. Faking the pass, trying to trying to find an angle in. Malachi Smith has nowhere to go. Turnaround shot here for Jaden Ross. Oh, careful now. Big bucket there. Jaden Ross. Catch and release. Instant shot right there. Flick of the wrist. 35-30 UConn. Ross is up to 6 points here today off of 2 big 3 balls. This one goes out of bounds. Looks like it was last touched here by UConn, not UCLA. So it stays UCLA basketball. UCLA has possession right now. We're seeing Xavier Booker substitute back in. Foul trouble. Taurus Reed, Solo Ball, and Alex Caravan have all picked up 2 fouls already. Just so you know. 2:25 left to play. The clock has started. UCLA with the ball here. It is Perry. Trent Perry at the 3-point line. Shot clock down to 3. Got to get something going here. A difficult diving layup, and he gets it to go. UCLA gets 2 points there. Trent Perry with a driving layup. Good shot. Nice finger roll. Giggity. UConn on offense now. Damari to the right-hand side. He is double-teamed. He kicks this out to the corner. Tries to feed it inside, and it's poked away. Jaden Ross loses it. So Ross loses it, but it's last touched by UCLA. It remains UConn ball. So UConn's basketball. 1:49 left to play. Clock is ticking here. Halftime just on the horizon. The first real timeout that isn't a TV timeout has just been taken. UConn calls the first actual timeout of the game. Not a TV timeout, the first actual timeout of today's contest. For those of you guys who have not been following us here on this channel for March Madness, let's take a quick look at the schedule for March Madness, shall we? Let's take a quick look at this, guys. The second round is almost over. That was yesterday and today. Today is the 22nd. That means March 26th and 27th will be the Sweet 16. That is Thursday and Friday. No basketball Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. At least not NCAA basketball. There will be Monday night showcases, Tuesday night and Wednesday night in the NBA. But for college hoops, no ball for 3 days. Then the Sweet 16 will start. It'll be Thursday and Friday. That means they will be cramming 4 games in together. I was taking a look at last year's schedule. The games start at about 4:05 p.m. Eastern time, I want to say. So like 3 p.m. the games start, and they literally go 4 games in a row. The final game starts at like 9:45. So they're going to be super late games on these Sweet 16s. I will be trying to cover. My goal is to cover all 8 of those games if my voice can hold up. That means I won't be working out on Thursday or Friday. Saturday and Sunday, going to be 2 games on either side. 2 games on Saturday, 2 games on Sunday to cover all 8 of those teams. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Final 4 will be a week after that on April 4th, and then 2 days later, the national championship, and that will wrap up March Madness for you guys, in case anybody was wondering. In case anybody was wondering. A quick stat comparison here for those of y'all who missed the pregame. Well, we will be talking about this, I suppose, during halftime. But since this was the first time out here, UCLA and the UConn Huskies, I mean, these 2 teams are both very, very close when it comes to offensive points per game. I think the real big separator is the defense here that separates the 2. The UCLA Bruins are putting up 77. The Huskies are putting up 77. But the Bruins are giving up 71, and the Huskies are giving up just 65. We'll see if that trend continues here today. We'll see if that trend continues here today. Maybe, maybe not. How is that degree in social sciences treating you? John, my degree was actually in computer science, and I guess not half bad. My degree was in computer science, and I quit my job as a network engineer to do YouTube full-time. And my only regret is that I didn't do it sooner. That is my only regret. Bill, what's going on? Bill just subscribed to the channel. Hello, Bill. Commercial break is just about over. 1:49 here left to go. We'll add a few seconds on the clock. Bruins. Bruins, says Jimmy Jam. Edward saying, I'm going to be late for home. I'm going to be late for work tomorrow, says Edward. Inbound pass coming in. UConn with the basketball. There's the feed inside. A kick to the three-point line. Shot clock quickly winding down. It's down to 2. Difficult layup. Not going to go. It is rebounded by UCLA's Xavier Booker. So Booker gets a defensive board. The clock is ticking. About 90 seconds here left to play in the first. Trying to drive, Trent Perry runs into a brick wall, tries to change the rotation here. Perry goes into the paint, a blocking foul. The shot goes up, but he will miss. That's the right call. The official quickly goes. I mean, the way that they say the way that they do those blocking fouls, they always feel like it's a dance move. Anyways, I feel like someone inevitably is going to go back. Let's see. When is the women's game scheduled? I can actually pull that up for you. First free throw is good there for UCLA, guys. At the free throw line, we've got Trent Perry shooting 2 shots. The first free throw is good. I won't be covering any of the women's games. The reason that I only brought up the men's one and the NBA, not the WNBA, is because I only really cover the NBA and NCAA men's basketball. I don't really cover the women's basketball. There's just not enough. There's just not enough demand for the games. 1 minute here left to play. A pass to the inside. UConn with the basketball. A kick to the three-point line. Here is a drive. Looks like Malachi Smith runs into a brick wall himself. Sharp pass to Jaden Ross. Ross is on fire. He's a heat check. He knocks it down. Oh, man, a heat check shot is good. Keep feeding the man. Ross with 3 buckets from downtown. That is his angle. That was a huge 30-foot triple. Timeout called by UCLA with 50 seconds left to go. We go to another commercial break. Woo! Got him, coach, saying, hey, Mario, have you ever done any pro, famous, or live play-by-play commentators? Let's see. I met Chick Hearn in 1996 in Great Western Forum in his booth. No, I haven't. Could be fun, though. How would you make that shot? How'd you make that shot, says James. I only like to watch women's volleyball. It's living like Larry. Nice shot, kid, says Courtney. Sat TV Funhouse Harlem Globetrotters. Tropicana says do it in 4K. I'm here because of this old dude. Because this old dude bet his life savings on UCLA for $1 million payout. What? All right, man. When will Football Nation be live again, asks DJ Dean. Well, we've got a lot of work to do between now and the Sweet 16, so probably for the Sweet 16. My guess is that I'll be posting the schedule sometime on Tuesday. Ooh, this pass is deflected. It goes out of bounds. This time it was last touched by Connecticut, so it stays UCLA basketball. Folks, we're in this side of the court here. UCLA has possession with 39 seconds. We start the clock. Here is the move from Perry. Perry will pass backwards. It's Daly. Daly with 1 foot in, 1 foot out. It's stripped. It's stolen away. It's a turnover. UConn gets the ball back. And UConn is up by 5 with 20 seconds here left to play in the first. UConn directing traffic. Malachi Smith pointing around, making sure everybody can see him, trying to be the floor general here. Very little time left. It is Silas Damari. Damari pass inside once again, and Ross looks like they're going to call this a travel here. So 4 seconds left to go. 4 seconds left to go. It is 33-38. I don't know where the travel came in. I don't know if I like that call. But it is UCLA basketball with 4 seconds here left to go. There's the inbound pass. Can they get the shot up in time? The shot is up, but it is no good. Rattles the rim. It is close, but this takes us to halftime, guys. So let's go to halftime. We put 20 minutes on the clock. Let's do our trivia quiz. and then we'll get back to our game, shall we? We'll do our trivia quiz, and we'll get back to our game. All right, y'all. It's time for our second trivia quiz of the day. I'm going to ask y'all a series of questions. It is simple A, B, or C. No penalties for wrong answers. We do this just for funsies. Are you ready? Let's go. Question number 1. How many times has UCLA won the men's NCAA championship? Is it 10, is it 11, or is it 12 times? How many times has UCLA won the men's NCAA national championship? What do you know? A, B, or C? Someone said 10, someone said 11. Most of y'all saying 11, and most of you would be right. Those are the numbers right there: 1964, 65, 67, 68, 69, giggity 70, 71, 72, 73, 75, and 95. But it's been a while. It has been a while. Let's move on to question number 2. What is the name of the UConn Husky mascot? What is the name of UConn's Husky mascot? It's an actual dog. Well, they have an actual dog, and they've got the other one. But is it Ryan, Michael, or Jonathan? Yeah, these are legitimate names that they have. One of them is the actual one. Pop Smoke saying Jonathan. Living Like Larry says Jonathan. Tropicana Block says Ryan. The answer is Jonathan. The answer is Jonathan. Good job, Mr. Mojo. A lot of you guys got that one right. I actually would have gotten that one totally wrong. I'd have been like, are you kidding me? That's the best they could have come up with. Your mascot's name is John. And no offense to Johns, just come on. Next question here. Before they were the Bruins, UCLA teams were known as what? Were they the Cubs, the Rags, or the Bears? This is a true question here. This is something that y'all don't know. A lot of you guys may not know this. Were they the Cubs, the Rags, or the Bears? Tropicana says Cubs. Mr. Chupatu says Bears. The answer is actually Cubs, guys. You can see that Sarah saying some Cub. This is the progression and the evolution of the UCLA logo. And originally, they were known as the Cubs. Believe that or not. A Bruin is a bear. It's just a brown bear. But anyways, let's move on to the next one. How many times has UConn won the men's national championship? How many times has UConn won the men's NCAA national championship? Is it 4, 5, or 6? How many times has UConn won? 4, 5, or 6? 4 for UConn says got him, coach. The tech saying 6. Mr. Chupatu saying 5. The answer is 6, guys. 99, 2004, 2011, 2013, and then back-to-back wins in 2023 and 24. Not far removed from that. Not far removed from that at all. All right, guys, let's step it up and go into some of the harder questions here. Who holds the UCLA single-season offensive rebound record? Is it Kevin Love, Tony Parker, or Joshua Smith? Who holds UCLA's single-season offensive rebound record? Do you know? A, B, or C? I see a lot of different answers coming in right now. The answer is Love. Kevin Love holds that record, guys. It is Kevin Love who holds that record. Tony Parker, the man from France. Joshua Smith, just another trigger right there to get y'all going. Let's move on to question number 6. Question number 6. Who holds the single-season three-pointer record for UConn? Is it Ben Gordon, Ray Allen, or Kemba Walker? Single-season three-point record for UConn. A, B, or C? Should be a good one here. A-U-D. Love you too, brother. I got, looks like the text saying Allen. Roy Williams saying Kemba Walker. tie between Allen and Walker. Allen is the correct answer here, guys. For UConn men's basketball, Ray Allen holds the single-season three-point record. Get this, with 115 three-point shots made in the 1995-1996 season. Question number 7. Ex-coach of UCLA, John Wooden, achieved how many consecutive national championship victories? We saw the graphic earlier. 3, 5, or 7 consecutive national championship victories here. 3, 5, or 7 for arguably, and maybe not even arguably, the greatest college basketball head coach in history. The answer is 7 consecutive. 7 consecutive NCAA championships. That is insanity, bro. 7 in a row? Get out of here. Yeah, there it is. You can rewind the tape and go back to take a look at the banners that were hanging up there if you want. Next question. How many former UConn basketball players have been drafted into the Hall of Fame? This is for both men and women. Some of you guys asking about women's basketball right now. How many Huskies who played basketball have been inducted into the Hall of Fames, their Hall of Fames? Is it 3, is it 4, or is it 5? And do you know who they are? Well, one of them is a guy. The only one is Ray Allen. Outside of that, for women's basketball, Maya Moore, Rebecca. You got Rebecca Lobo, Swin Cash, and Sue Bird as the other 4 athletes who happen to make it into the Hall of Fame. Question number 9, guys. We're going to go a little bit off base here, just a little bit. Here's the question. Which of these movies is based on a former UCLA athlete turned into a Major League Baseball icon? Is it Moneyball? Is it 42? Or is it Coach Carter? Which of these movies is based on a former UCLA athlete turned MLB icon? It's the premise of one of these movies. Do you know what it is? Do you know what it is? It is 42, the story of Jackie Robinson, who played for the Bruins and played basically every sport there was out there. You can see him in a baseball uniform, basketball uniform, football uniform, and a tracksuit. The dude did it all. Let's go to question number 10, our final question. Which former UConn player is now a starting guard for my San Antonio Spurs? Is it Stephon Castle, Julian Champagnie, or De'Aaron Fox? Which of these guys was a former Husky? And all 3 of these guys actually play for the San Antonio Spurs. The answer is Stephon Castle. You can see him there wearing that number 5 in both jerseys there, both for Connecticut and for San Antonio. And I would not have it any other way, man. I would not have it any other way. Go Spurs, go. I love it. I love it. Thanks for playing, guys. How did y'all do on this trivia quiz? Mr. Mojo got 7 out of 10. DJ Jean got 4 out of 10. Roy Williams with 3 out of 10. Looks like Mr. Mojo did okay. Robert Samora. Okay, Robert, you got 8 out of 10. 3 C's out of 10, says Living Like Larry. The Tech, 7 out of 10. Good job, guys. Got him, Coach. Got 7 out of 10. Pop Smoke and Ghost got 7 out of 10. Fox played for Kentucky. I said they all play for San Antonio, not they all played for UConn. Let's see. Spurs are playoff bound. Yes, they are. Roy says Boo Santino. Around 6 out of 10, says Tropicana. All right, guys. I hit the backwards and missed it somehow, says Prime Minister. Eso pasa. That happens from time to time. Well, I think it's time to just turn down the funk a little bit and get locked back into this game. 10 minutes here left to go in our halftime break, guys. It shouldn't be too much longer. Looks like we got a small spike right there during the trivia quiz. I really hope that y'all enjoyed that, had some fun, maybe learned a thing or two about your favorite teams that you're here to support right now. Let's see. I just ate sandwiches, plural on the sandwiches, he says, multiple. One GOT, one while playing Fortnite. Do you speak Espanol, Mario, fluently? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I was raised in a Dominican household. I'm first-generation American. Both my parents spoke Spanish. My dad's English was a lot better than my mom's English. My mom still to this day does not have super great English, but I can understand her. We can understand her. But to answer your question, long story short, yes. The short answer is yes. Come on, UCLA, says Phil. Phil Kensiben? Phil Kensiben, what's up, man? I was going to play trivia, but I got up. I was going to play trivia, but then I got out. No, I'm kidding. Davey says 9 out of 10, but I'm a statistician. Ooh, Davey. He knows his stats. Frymeister Bond saying I love it, and I missed it. KD passed Michael Jordan to be 5th place in all-scoring NBA, says Kamada. Nice. Hello, Phil Kensiben. Kensiben, what's up, man? Santino dropping knowledge bombs right now. Half Mexican, half European, saying got him, coach. Half European French here, born and raised in Pasadena, California. Mario Lengua Mucho, saying watch your tongue. Que lo que? Hey, que lo que de lo mío? Este hombre tiene que ser o boricua o dominicano 100%. Que lo que de lo mío? Hey, Tigre, ya, bueno, eso es lo que dicen. But my Spanish has been a little bit chopped and screwed with Mexican Spanish because I live here in San Antonio, Texas. Man, I still can't believe that Iowa got the upset over the Florida Gators. That is wild. Good job for Iowa, man. Iowa, Nebraska going to happen in Houston, Texas. How fun would that be to go to? Lemon pound cake. Bro, I just watched that video. Afro Man had his house they kicked in his front door and did like a whole raid on Afro Man's house. And he went back and looked back at the tapes, and there was a cop who was like in his house staring at his mom's lemon pound cake that was just sitting on the counter. And he was just like, he was giving that thing the eyes, bro. And Afro Man wrote a song called Lemon Pound Cake, basically blasting that cop and, sharing that whole situation that he was in. I thought it was hilarious. It was such a blood sport back then, says James Joseph. What's up, man? Who do you have, says Scatato Chip. Scatato Chip. The numbers would suggest UConn. So if I was going to put money down, which I'm not doing that, but if it were me and I had an extra few bucks to play with, I'd probably lean towards UConn. Yay, Afro Man, says DJ Gene. Iowa State is a sleeper, says Kamada. Fact. The Afro Man trial was some entertaining stuff. It was, dude, and he did the whole thing in the suit, in the American flag suit, which was cool. Que lo que, manito, dice Brian. Excited for Scary Movie 6 this summer, also really good. I did love all the Scary Movies. Well, I like the first 2 Scary Movies. Scary Movie 2 is still my favorite. Number 3 wasn't half bad. Afro Man did 7 more diss tracks too, says Noah. Let's see. They disabled his security cameras. They did. I'm surprised. Hey, man. That's cool that you guys are in on the same pop culture references that I'm in on. If UCLA wins, you win $100. Nice. He actually ate the lemon pound cake? Wow, dude. Project Hail Mary was good, says Mr. Mojo. Folks, we got 5.5 minutes here. My apologies for rambling. We are still in the middle of halftime. This halftime break, again, 5 minutes left, y'all. Scary Movie 2 was an absolute gem, says, Gators getting KO'd really made my night. Get the upset out of the way so we don't have to experience that in this game, says Mr. Chupatu. It's like Mewtwo, but Chupatu. Who you got for the money line, says Real Stepper. They made it so close. I would still take UConn. Yeah, why didn't they do a moment and call it Scarier Movie? Well, let's step away from some of this, guys. Here's what I'm going to do. Since we have 5 minutes left to go, why don't we break down some of these stats? Let's go to the full box scores here. Let's go to the full box score, and you guys can see some of the numbers here for the starters for UCLA. Minutes played for Booker, 16 minutes. Dent with 18 minutes. Clark with 16 minutes. Perry with 15 minutes. And Daly with 14 minutes. You can see their points listed here as well. So points in this contest for the UCLA Bruins just off of their starters right now. What do we got here? We'll start from the bottom. That's 5. Plus 4, that's 9. That's 18. Plus 12, 30 points. 30 points from their starters. They have a total of 33. So the bench has literally put up 3 points. That doesn't help. But it's March Madness, and we don't really see a whole lot of the benches right now. We look at the Huskies. Bench points haven't been as short. Ross getting some time right now, and Rebe also getting a few. But with Ball only having 0 points on 7 minutes played, doesn't look great for that side either. Starters should be producing a little bit more, and if it weren't for these 9 bench points here from Ross, they'd be in some serious trouble. They would be in some serious trouble. Let's take a look at some of these other stats right now. Why don't we break down some more of this GameCast information? And we can take a look at some of the analytics here. Field goal percentage for both of these sides. UCLA, 45% from the floor, 46% from the floor for UConn. So UConn at 46%, 45% for UCLA. Three-point shooting, UCLA has been a lot better at the three-point shot, but they've only taken 5. So 3 of those shots have landed. Meanwhile, UConn has shot 14 three-point shots. They've made 6 of them. Free throws at the free throw line, UCLA has had 12 shots from the charity stripe, just 9 shots from the stripe here for UConn, but UConn has made the best of those situations. 8 turnovers in the first half here for UConn, 7 turnovers for UCLA. We look at the rebounds, 15 for UConn, 13 for UCLA. In this game, UConn has only had the lead for 27% of the game. UCLA has had the lead for 66% of this game. But if UConn, I think if this is going to be anything like the game we watched earlier, this is where UConn starts to pull away. The largest lead has been just 5, and we're looking at that right now. The largest lead for UCLA was 6. I think UConn has the energy to go the distance here. For those of y'all making your big bets right now, you can see those numbers right here. These are the game odds. UCLA Bruins and the UConn Huskies might be slightly different from what you're seeing at the bottom of the screen. But still 2 minutes here left to go. I think that's all the data that we really need to discuss right now. Scroll this back up. We'll get back from halftime momentarily. I'll bring this back to our game leaders for today. If we want to look at some of the bench stuff, again, not a whole lot. A couple of rebounds off the bench for both sides. Ross has really come in big time off the bench for Connecticut, for UConn, but UCLA's bench is nowhere to be found. Taking one final look right now, guys, at the NBA standings for those of y'all. If your team is on this list, congratulations. If they are in red or in blue, they are currently sitting in a playoff spot, although there are some teams like 5 and 6 on both sides that have not clinched. So the Denver Nuggets and the Minnesota Timberwolves still looking to clinch a playoff spot. Toronto Raptors and Atlanta Hawks also looking to clinch a playoff spot. And you might think that these numbers might be close down here, especially in the Eastern Conference, but you look down at 9 and 10 on both sides, and it stays close. Everybody fighting for a spot in that postseason. You know, you got to sell those tickets, right? They got to get those tickets sold. Appreciate y'all here in the chat today. Okay, chat, let's see. Xavier Booker is lights out shooting tonight. Says it's Aris Vision. Lakers in 5. Phil saying, hey, I want my money on Minnesota beating Boston, says Phil. Eric Daly needs to step it up, says it's Aris Vision. Huh? Says Mario. Have you ever thought about covering pro wrestling? I think you'd crush a AAA call. Pro wrestling. Wow. Pro wrestling could be fun. Hey, man, I'll tell you what. Hey, halftime is a good opportunity to pop in and say hello. What's going on, Mr. Balboa? Welcome back, sir. I got Don in the chat. Back for more. How you doing, man? Welcome in, Don. Welcome in. We got the squad today. We get the Hawks, says Mr. Mojo. I bet sales on lemon pound cake has gone up, says DJ Gene. I won money on this year's Super Bowl, says Noah King. Nice. Mario might go pro somewhere. Hey, pro wrestling would be fun, man. I used to love Rey Mysterio. I used to love Triple H. I used to love Chris Jericho, bro. Yeah, I know some old school wrestlers. The Undertaker, Sting. All of those old school guys. You remember those guys? Y'all remember that from like the late 90s? All of those wrestlers. Rey Mysterio in the 369, bro. That was where it was at for me. Used to love seeing that guy. He was the only guy who wore a Mexican wrestler's mask. And again, I'm not Mexican, but I thought it was so cool that he was out there. Brutus the Barber, says Canes. Canes won. Close game. Iowa led through the game. Deserved the win. Go Hawkeyes, says Mark McKay. Rey Mysterio is still wrestling? Is he really, bro? No way. Hey, the Kings beat the Brooklyn Nets. That's cool. Looks like the Wizards fell to the Knicks. No surprise there. Timberwolves beat the Celtics. That's interesting. The Suns are up over the Raptors. Okay, let's get back to our game, guys. The second half is getting started. Let's start the clock. UCLA with the basketball. UCLA now heading towards the other way. Here's a big shot there, and that's going to be a bucket. Looks like Trent Perry, knocks down the shot for UCLA. Coming back the other way, the UConn Huskies have the basketball. The Huskies working around the top of the line here. They're at the top of the screen. A pass to the March Madness logo, a feed to the bottom wing. Tries to put it inside. It's poked away, and UCLA comes up with it. Donovan Dent steps on the gas, and he is slowed down at the three-point line. A three-point shot flies from Xavier Booker. The heat check says, no, sir, you're no longer still on fire. So Booker missed a big three-point shot. UConn shoots a triple coming back the other way. That will also miss. It is rebounded by UCLA. Sky Clark with it. He'll pass to Booker. Booker. One more pass out to Daly. And Daly is under the rim. He gets the shot to fall. And that's a bucket there for UCLA. So UCLA is now down by one. UCLA fighting their way back in here. UConn, a three-point shot flies. This one off the front of the rim. It's an offensive board. Maybe a foul happening now. Looks like it's going to be a tripping foul. And this is going to be Braylon Mullins who commits the foul here. So Braylon Mullins of UConn commits a foul, and it's going to be UCLA basketball. UCLA has the ball, 6:19. The 619, because Ray is from San Diego, says Kryptonian Noland. You learn something new every day. I did not know, but now I know. Ball in the hands of UCLA. Donovan Dent will shoot. Actually, it looks like Dent will pass that over to Trent Perry. There's going to be a foul here. There's going to be a foul here. 8:20 on the clock. The clock has stopped. So the clock is stopped. Patricia asking what the score is. Patricia, take a look right above my head. That shot right now goes in, and it's going to be a good bucket here. Sky Clark makes a 14-foot jump shot. It's 39-38. UCLA takes the lead. UCLA has taken the lead. UConn with the basketball now. UConn on offense. Here's the move, and it looks like Malachi Smith is trying to get away in. Someone is open in the corner. He'll make a move here, and it looks like Caravan will go up and shoot. He will be fouled with 3 seconds left on the shot clock. 17:48 here left to go, and a couple of free throws coming in for Alex Caravan. Caravan going to shoot 2 shots. UCLA up by 1. The score is 39-38. 17 minutes and 48 seconds left to go. The first free throw for Caravan is good. That will tie things up. It is 39-39. It's 39-39. The second free throw is also there. It is 40-39. UConn gets back on top here. They're going to be pulling back and forth as this game goes forward here. I like this style of contest. Lots of lead changes, 4 ties, 3 lead changes. Both teams have had either 5 or 6 points of a lead right now. UCLA on the drive, on the attack. Donovan Dent to the hole, can't get it to fall. It's rebounded by Taurus Reed. Reed will push it forward, trying to take it to the rim. In trouble here, goes out of bounds. Last touched by UCLA. It's UConn basketball. 17-17 left to play in this game. The winner of this game will advance to the Sweet 16. To the Sweet 16. Canes 1 says, I have a 75-inch TV and half the score is cut off, he says. That's interesting. Here's a three-point shot that flies. This one's off the back of the rim. It's funny, we have a 75-inch TV downstairs too, and my aspect ratio is set. I'm not saying that you need to change anything. Sky Clark knocks down a three-point shot there. Big bucket for Sky Clark. So now it's a 2-point lead for UCLA. It's a 9-2 run for UCLA over UConn in the last 3 minutes. UConn with the basketball. It's Jaden Ross. Ross finds Caravan. Caravan inside right now. Double teamed here. Taurus Reed looking for an outlet under the rim. Big physical bucket coming in right now. Was that looked like that was a shot that's made by Caravan here again. 15 points for Caravan. I got to refresh my screen. This never updated. Or maybe it did. It said 15 points for Caravan. I got 13 points according to this. There we go. There, it's updated now. Little behind right now. Moving it, driving it. Ooh, a move. It goes out of bounds. Lost this time. Gonna lose the ball right now. Looks like that's Jacob Ross. It could be. Too many scroll bars. You're good, says Canes 1. Okay, I got you. Akuna Matata. 16 minutes left to play in this basketball game. I'll do my best to make sure that anytime the score changes. By the way, it is 42-42. I got 42-42 on the screen. We are all tied up right now. The feed inside UCLA, going to try to shoot. This is going to be out of bounds and looks like it's last touched by UCLA. UConn gets the ball back. A TV timeout with 15 minutes and 43 seconds left to go. And they're going to cut to a quick commercial break. Waiting for Germ says the score doesn't look right at all. UCLA winning? No, thank you. All tied up, guys. What happened, Drago Balboa? He says, well, I changed my mind about posting that. That's okay. I don't know what I missed. Good to have you in here, though, Mr. Balboa. Let's see. Color radio is awesome, says Michael Angelos. Thank you, sir. Much better than listening to black and white. That's hilarious, dude. I've never heard anyone say that before, but that's really funny. Let's see. UCLA going to win or no? After that gauntlet, nobody could keep up, says James Joseph. It's pretty messy. Pretty messy. Scrapper of a game. Mr. Balboa says, yup. Possums losing to an SEC team. Do better. TTV Dragon saying, all my ballers who want to win. I have 1K down. Help me out. The Huskies are having bear for dinner. Go Huskies, says Turbo Linux for free. Turbo Linux for free? Raspberry Pi Linux box for me. No. What's up, guys? Welcome to today's game. It's been a long day. Trying to get myself locked in. We are in the middle of a commercial break. One of the things that I need to brace for ahead of the Sweet 16 is having additional slides for these commercial breaks because, I mean, man, there are so many commercial breaks inside of these games for for March Madness and for the NCAA, any NCAA game. Let's see. Mario is that guy, says Mr. Maroon Commando. What up, Mr. Maroon Commando? Let's go UConn, says XY Sin. TJ or T. Reed Jr. needs to take over. I get 400 if UCLA wins. I see at Drago. What did I miss? Now I want to go back and see what I missed. Well, all right, let's just scroll down. Thank you, Mr. Balboa. Cheers to you, sir. Love Raspberry Pi device. Amazing, says Courtney. Please win. UCLA, says man with the Minsa. Man with a Minsa. I think that's what you said. 10-4. Man, what's up, saying UCLA? Good to have y'all in this chat, man. Long halftime break, or long commercial break, I should say. An official TV timeout. Not even a timeout from one of these teams. It is literally just the business machine trying to do business machine things. We'll step away. I should say we step back to our actual game here. And I cannot wait to not cover a game on TNT. TNT is about an extra 30 seconds behind here. I wonder if there's a fast forward button. Is my TV behind? Maybe. I'm thinking out loud to myself at this point. All right, folks. Looks like we are back from the commercial break. They're starting the clock once again. UCLA versus UConn. The clock has started here. UCLA on defense. UConn takes it to the hole. That's a bucket for UConn. It's 44-44. UCLA coming back with it. That shot was made there by Caravan. Here's the move, going to the bottom of the screen, and looks like there's going to be a foul coming in the other way. Donovan Dent shoots the shot after the whistle came in, but there was nothing there. Looks like Joseph Sasso just subscribed. Guys, we're still looking for like 75 new subscribers. If you're new, I'm going to try to earn it here, man. I'm going to do my best to try to earn your subscribe today. If you like this product better than the other products that are out there on YouTube, subscribe to this channel. We are trying to reach our goals today. We need about 70 more. Here's the inbound pass. Quickly, looks like this is going to be up and down here. It's a travel against UCLA, so it's going to be a turnover. Don't know where my 2 points got lost from. I got 44-44. We are tied up at 44-44. UConn with the basketball. It is Malachi Smith. Malachi Smith tries to get around. He's at the three-point line. Here's a pass inside, underneath. It's going to be a foul. No whistle here, though. Taurus Reed loses possession. The ball sails out of bounds. Last touched by UConn. It is UCLA basketball. UCLA with it now. Whoa. What happened here? What happened here? What is this? All my graphics are getting all botched right now. Here we go. A shot going up. This one looks like it's no good for UCLA. UCLA gets a second chance opportunity. The three-point shot is an air ball. There's going to be an over-the-back foul right now against UCLA, 44-44. 14 minutes and 24 seconds here left to go. Looks like a couple of substitutions. Trent Perry subbing out for UCLA. Eric Daly subbing out for UCLA. Brandon Williams subbing in for UCLA. And Eric Feeney subbing in for UCLA. Couple of changes here. Brandon Williams and Eric Feeney are checking in here. It is a tied game. We start the clock once again. UConn on offense. Jaden Ross. Ross using a screen here. Jaden and Jacob Ross, both of them out there. Pump fake. Looks like in trouble here. Ross kicks it out to the hash mark at the top of the screen. A pass to the bottom corner here. Shot clock down to 3. A tough shot going to miss. The putback going to miss. Third chance going to miss. Fourth chance going to be good. And Alex Caravan gets multiple rebounds on that chance and gets the shot to fall. It is 46-44. 46-44. Looks like a foul coming in. It is off ball. 13:38 left to play. I read dogs' minds and vice versa. Didn't some guy put 16K on UCLA winning saying Cappy Buff Cat? Je ne sais. What a battle underneath, says Eric Walk. Fred. Tierbo. And there's UConn's 300th turnover of the night. I think that's more than 10. Joel, thank you, sir. Mario, how many subscribers would we need to be satisfied? I will never be satisfied, sir. We need, looks like, 55 more. Thank you for asking that question. We need 55 more, but we'll get there in just a moment. Hopefully we'll get there by the end of today. So there is a foul. This is going to be reviewed. It's a foul on Silas Damari is what they're saying. They're calling it a foul on Silas Damari Jr. Sky Clark is on his back saying that was a push. Wow, this is going to be against Anthony Peoples Jr.? No, wait, what? 23 White. Oh, okay, wait, never mind. That's Jacob Ross. So you got Jaden Ross and Jacob Ross out there. Okay. It's a foul on Jaden Ross. That's his third foul here. It's his third foul here. 13:38 left to play. Looks like Ross is going to hit the bench right now, so Ross is going to take a moment. The Huskies are in foul trouble here. We're getting the inbound pass now. There is the inbound pass. The three ball will fly from Sky Clark. It's no good. Going to rip this right back down. Great rebound by Braylon Mullins. Great rebound by Mullins. And it looks like Mullins going to commit a turnover here. It's going to be a travel on Mullins. Oh, no. Braylon Mullins committing a penalty here. Here is the inbound pass with 13:18 left to go. 46-44, basketball in the hands of UCLA. Another whistle. Let them play, ref. Oh, my gosh. 13 minutes and 11 seconds left to go. Just swallow your whistle and let them play. I mean, both coaches, I mean, if that's definitely a moving screen, though. It's the right call. But we're just seeing too much of it. Neither of these two teams can play clean basketball right now. They are both feeling the pressure here. The Huskies trying to go up for it. This shot is good. Braylon Mullins knocks down the shot from the free throw line. So Mullins knocks it down. It's a 4-point game. Looks like Adrian and Swerve just subscribed. What's up, guys? Welcome to the party. I hope you don't regret it. I promise you won't. Donovan Dent using a screen here. Brandon Williams creating a screen. This pass is going to be poked away, and somehow, some way, last touch by UCLA. It's UConn basketball. UConn basketball. Bad pass right there, and Sky Clark couldn't control it. It hit him in the hands. That is totally Sky Clark's fault. That's a turnover. It was a good pass. He couldn't control the pass. The Huskies up by 4. Let's start the clock. Huskies up by 4. On the dribble here. Showing off the handles. It's Malachi Smith. Smith inside to Damari. Damari kicks it to the corner. The three-point shot is good. Alex Caravan knocks down another. He's up to 22 points. After that, a 9-0 run in the last 3 minutes. Timeout is called by UCLA. It's an official UCLA timeout. They have 2 remaining. Draggle Balboa. I see you, sir. I told you, Bruins fans, saying Noah King. Turnovers are killing both teams, says John Brinkman. Turnovers are just killing us right now. 48K on UCLA West side. Come on, Bruins, says Joel. UCLA will win by 4, he says. UConn has won enough, says Roy. Well, you don't think UCLA has won enough? Shoot. Let's go Bruins, says Jackson Lane. Honestly, I don't care. I'd love to see the Longhorns go all the way. If I had my choice, I'd like to see the Longhorns go all the way. But we don't know. Let's effing go, says Victoria. Let's go, Victoria. Let's go, Victoria. The Mr. Mojo says game over. No. No way. This game is not said and done. There is no way that this game is over just yet. What do you think, chat? Talk to me. Type Y for yes. Type N for no. Is UCLA cooked? Is UCLA done? I mean, we've still got 12 minutes left to go. And it's a 7-point game. This is just a 3-possession game. I mean, it could be a 2-possession game with a foul at the 3-point line. Football Nation said UConn money line. I see no's. I see yeses. Uncommon truths. Shaman. Uncommon truths. Shaman says no. Noah says yes. Lots of basketball left in the game, says Joel. Thank you, Sparta Fireworks, saying you are by far the best. Thank you. Very humble. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. Let's see. Joel saying no. Port Bear saying no. Cappy Buffcat saying no. Jonathan says yes. The MKT says yes. Braxton Beats checks in. By the way, there's that wrestling logo right there. Victoria believes UCLA still has a chance right now. TQM says Florida all the way. Couple of y'all in this chat. Larry says no. Robert says no. Mr. Chupa2 saying yes. UCLA is cooked. John with a no. 157 Beard with a no. Freimeister says cooked. Daryl Wilson says cooked. Let's go UConn, says XY Sin. XYC Nin, excuse me. UConn, look up for the answer, is in the chat. Roy Williams says no. I see y'all in here. Sports betting is lame, says Flow State Series. Guam for UCLA, says Contla. Sparta Firework, cheers to you. Is Durant playing? Not in this game, sir. What's up, guys? I see y'all in this chat, man. A lot of new names checking in right now. I'm cooked, says Yashi Mamba. I see a lot of cool new names in the chat right now. A lot of very familiar names. I see a lot of y'all that I've seen before. Welcome back, guys. Great to have y'all back here again. Great to have you guys back here again. So, it looks like we are torn right down the middle here. If this isn't your first, let's see. Down the rabbit hole. We go down the rabbit hole from time to time here. We know we do. All right, guys. Looks like the commercial break is over. We are going to get the inbound pass right now from UCLA. So UCLA inbounds the pass. About 12 minutes left to play in this final game here for one of these two teams. This shot goes up and out. It is going to be a missed shot, rattling the rim. 11:55 left to go. Another turnover, and UCLA can't get the shot to go. Did they just call another timeout? They sure did. Okay. So we just got back from a timeout, and they do a TV timeout. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? I am the rabbit hole, says Miss Millers. Or MSM Liars, maybe. Let's go. UConn, says Matias. What up, Matias? Just because our football is bad doesn't mean we can't pull through here, says Jackson Lane. Florida game was crazy, says Braxton Beats. It was. It was crazy. You were my hero all football season last year. Now you're my hero with basketball. I got you, bro. Let's go. When you make your camera big screen, you block the score. I got a big old head, dude. I got a big old head. The only way for me to fix this, maybe I can fix this. Hang on. Maybe I can fix this. Oh, you know what? Let's do this. Let's just bring myself down a bit. Let's bring it down a bit. There you go. Yeah, no problem. Easy. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. So now you guys can see all the scores. There you go. Looks like Betrayer Dance. What's up, man? Saying, bro, come on, UCLA all the way. All my parlays are dead, says Rec TV. Perfect, says King Jappy. First-time watcher, thank you, Onyx Hendo. Awesome. Answer, the score is visible. There you go, 44-51, guys. Mario is shrinking. Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Guys, I'm reading some comments right now. I know a lot of you are checked in right now to catch this game. We are in the middle of another TV timeout. I just want you guys to know that this is my way to connect with the audience. I know a lot of y'all are still trying to figure out, is this guy really worth watching? It might be your first time checking out this channel. I promise you, we are pretty well composed on this channel. I've got a lot of data, a lot of graphics, a lot of slides. I try not to hammer you guys over the head with those slides because, I mean, let's be real. All the slides will eventually get old if you guys are here from start to finish. But in case you were curious about UCLA's form heading into this game, we can take a look at this as part of our pregame breakdown right now. UCLA got the win over USC. They beat Rutgers. They beat Michigan, and then they lost in the final of the Big Ten tournament there to Purdue, 73-66. They got the win against UCF in the round of 64. Here they are in the round of 32. They are down by 7 against the Huskies. Can they get the win against UConn? Meanwhile, UConn, excuse me while I get rid of the starters here. Meanwhile, UConn, their form, not so great. They've only won 3 out of the last 5 games. Excuse me again. But here they are up by 7. We start the clock one more time as the commercial break is over. It was a TV timeout taken by the giant NCAA button in the sky. A feed inside. That was a sharp pass here for the Huskies. Under the rim, fighting for it. Going up and in. Taurus Reed gets the bucket to fall. It's a 9-point lead now for UConn. UConn looking good. 0 points for UCLA in the last 4 minutes and 15 seconds, though. UCLA on a drought here. This is to end the drought. The shot, no good there. Xavier Booker going to miss that shot. Rebound, UConn. 11:15 left to play. The score is 53-44. Braylon Mullins, excuse me, will pass this one to Malachi Smith. Malachi Smith looking for a screen. Nope, doesn't really have the angle. Wow, what a pass. Threading the needle, a kick to the three-point line. Over the back foul right now. Looks like Alex Caravan is going to be fouled. Looks like Trent Perry gonna push in the back right there. So it stops the clock with 10:53, ladies and gentlemen. 10:53 left to play. Over the back foul, it will stay here. It is UConn basketball. UConn with possession. UConn, according to ESPN, has a 95% chance of winning. Here's the inbound pass. A little spin move here. UConn still with it. And who will come away with it? There's a tussle for it. And it's UConn. A pump fake, a sidestep, a three-ball from the straightaway. Bang! Alex Caravan with another 12-point lead for UConn. It's a 14-0 run in the last 5 minutes here. And UConn is definitely stepping into this and pulling away big time. UConn saved their good shots and their energy for this second half. A foul comes in, stops the clock with 10:17. This foul will be against Braylon Mullins. So Mullins will pick up a foul here. That'll be his second foul of the day. He's up to 10 points, man. Mullins has been not half bad. Yikes, says Phil. And boom goes the dynamite, says look up for answers. Waiting to inbound it here. UCLA will bring it in. So Los Angeles looking for something here. There's a jab and a drive to the right. He zigs, he zags, but can't find an answer. Donovan Dent trying to make a dent on this defense. He'll go up, he will shoot, he will be fouled, and he takes a trip to the free throw line. So Jaden Ross going to pick up a foul here. Ross going to pick up a foul here. Should be what, foul number 4 on him then, if that's the case? We might see this update here late. We're going to see 2 free throws coming in. Ross was already on the bench for foul trouble, so let's take a look. Mullins is a liability, says Fred. This shot is good. First free throw is there. UCLA trying to inch their way back in right here. They are down by 11. Score at this moment is 56-45, ladies and gentlemen. 56-45. For the record, Alabama and Texas Tech are currently playing here as well. Alabama up 40-23 in that one. Arizona, they're talking about some of the other games that had happened here, but you guys can see that down below. You guys can see that down below. Here is Malachi Smith. Malachi Smith looks to a man, passes this one over to Caravan. Caravan at the straightaway. A travel coming in against Caravan. Didn't look like a travel to me, but the official says it was. So another turnover. That's turnover number 13 for the Huskies. And despite having committed 13 turnovers, they still have a 10-point lead over UCLA right now. UCLA on offense. UCLA with the basketball. Here's a spin move from Sky Clark. Clark gets the screen from Xavier Booker. Booker looking to get open. Good defense from the UConn side of things. Trent Perry sees a man, finds the angle. This is going to be a long shot here. It's a triple. It's a banger. Count it. And UCLA now has 49. It's 49-56. Timeout called by the Huskies. Fighting their way back. It's a 7-point game. We're back to a 7-point game, folks. Timeout called by the Huskies. 9 minutes left to go. Here we go. Here comes UCLA, says Phil. UCLA can't win without help. If only Solo can get going. Dude, Solo has 0 points, man. 0 points from Solo Ball. 2 rebounds, 1 assist. Terrible day for him today. Drago Balboa says, first down. Ooh, haven't said that in a while. And it almost reminds me of Dak and his, here we go, that whole thing. Anyways, it's been a while. Folks, let's keep growing. Let's keep grinding. Thank you for hanging out with this channel today. Quick question. Have you smashed the like button? Did you hit that like button yet? I don't know how many people are currently watching this live stream. I can take a quick look. Let's see. We got about 1,000 people watching, and we're only sitting at 268 likes. Would love the like count to go up. If we can get to 500 likes, man, I would be happy. If we don't get to the subscriber count goal, if we can get to 500 likes. That means if half of you guys watching this live stream right now smash that like button, we would get there instantly. That being said, commercial break is over. UConn with the basketball. UConn a bounce to the left-hand side. Solo Ball will dish it. He will find Damari. Damari passes inside. Here's a pass to Ball. Ball shoots the triple. This is off the mark. Rebound by UCLA. UCLA gets the board. They're down by 7. They still have a window of opportunity here. Donovan Dent looking to see how wide open that window is. He will pass again to Xavier Booker. Booker trying to big body his way in. Good defense by Taurus Reed right here. It's actually not even Reed, I don't think. Yeah, it is Reed. It was Reed Jr. on that defensive play. Here is the move by UConn. UConn shoots the triple the other way. Another missed shot for Solo Ball. Another opportunity for Solo Ball. Another missed shot for Solo Ball. We got multiple players that hit the deck here on the UCLA side of things. A blocking foul, the shot, and one. And the Bruins are going to get an and one opportunity. So a trip to the free throw line to make this a 4-point game. UCLA, knock, 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 trying to get their way in right now. And one, says Phil. And one. Dan Ragu says, I just liked and subscribed. What up, Dan? Let's go. John Cross. What up, John? How you doing, sir? John Adams also in the chat. Husky Heaven saying Bruin bums. I'm reading a lot of these comments right now. Hey, Mr. Green, I need a comeback. Bruin will save the bracket. Let's go, says Mr. Green. 51-56. 8 minutes and 11 seconds left to go. Eric Daly made the shot. He was also fouled on the way up, so Eric Daly going to shoot the and one free throw. It's good. The free throw is good. It is 56-52. An 8-0 run the other way for UCLA. It has been a game of runs. What a good game right now. 4 points in it, folks. A 4-point game. UConn looking for an answer. UConn looking to make a statement, more likely. Malachi Smith will pass to Damari Jr. Here's the pass inside, and there's Taurus Reed, who's able to get the angle on the right side of the glass. 58-52 UCLA, now down by 6. Taurus Reed up to 8.7 rebounds, not 1, not 2, but 3 blocks in this game for the UConn side of the equation. He does lead the team in rebounds. You can see that on this information here. Here's a kick to the three-point line. This triple well off the mark. An ugly shot from Trent Perry, but it's an offensive rebound. Next opportunity, backdoor wide open. That's a slam dunk for Steven Jamerson. Jamerson with the jam for UCLA. Okay. The score. Steven Jamerson with the jam. That's perfect. 7 minutes here left to play. I got to start my clock. Clock is ticking. Looks like there was a push from behind. No whistle. Alex Caravan swings this pass to the top of the screen. They're going to call this another foul on UConn. It's not a foul, excuse me. Another travel on UConn. This time it's Malachi Smith with a travel right here. And the only official who is calling these travel calls right now is the official who's on the high sideline right there up by the coach's bench. Not your crew chief, but this guy just loves to do, maybe it's his new favorite dance move. I don't know, man. Another travel here. 6:58 left to go. It's ultimately just going to be a turnover, and it's UCLA basketball. We go to another quick commercial break here, but it is UCLA basketball. Let's go. That's 4 travels, says Mr. Chupatu. Look up for the answer, says offensive rebounds and second chance points happen way too often. You need to box out. Stop just standing around and watching. Go up there and get your pull down, is what look up for the answer is saying. Phil saying my favorite team lost 2, but it is okay. UCLA tough. I see you. Did you ever ref basketball? I did intramural refereeing. I was a 6th grader. I was an 8th grader refereeing for 6th graders at that time. So yeah, I was an 8th grader and I was refereeing basketball for 6th graders. It was like at the time, I think at that time minimum wage was like $6.50 or $6.25 or maybe 5 something. I don't know, but that was 2005. Maybe 2005. So I was a kid, you know. I mean, as an adult, I've officiated Texas high school football, but that's different. We've got Boricuas in the house. Brian Gaines, ¿qué onda, Boricua? ¿Qué onda, primo? Bienvenidos. What up, says Big Bean, saying hello to Drago Balboa. Thank you, John Cross. Go over, please, says Lana. Lana, what is the Euro step? So keep the ball high. You cut from one side, you cut to the other. And the officials, it's such a big movement when you Euro from one side to the other that when Manu Ginobili used to do that Euro step move all the time and then go up with the left hand, he would get called for travels. But then the league started reviewing a lot of these Euro step moves and realizing that it's one long stride one way, one long stride the other. So it's just 2 steps. You get the 2 steps in the gather. And so that Euro step, when you hear someone say Euro, it's just a fancy way of saying that they were able to move the ball across their body during that 1-step, 2-step movement. And it's just something that originated in European basketball. It's a really sweet move if you've got the I guess, the moves, right? You got to have the moves to get it right. And if you drag your feet, you will be called for a travel. I hope that answered your question. I might just have to show you a video so you can see it. Or you can play NBA 2K in the Euro step, one of the best moves out there, for sure. Hello, Herd. Hi, guys. I see a lot of y'all in the chat right now. I will say this. There's a game happening right now, so I am going to actually ignore y'all in the chat. I will come back in just a moment. This shot goes up. It is going to go over the rim, and UCLA with a big miss right now. UConn can breathe a slight sigh of relief. UConn with the basketball. It is Silas Damari at the straightaway, standing on the March Madness logo. He finds a man to the right-hand side. Quick pass inside to Tari. Tari Reed is in trouble. A foul comes in. 6:24 left to go. Looks like a foul. I also see it saying that UCLA is in the bonus, but I don't think they're in the shooting bonus right now. Scroll this up just a hair. I think that feels better. Okay, so we are going to see a bunch of substitutions coming in. Here is the inbound pass. 6:24 left to play. The pass has been inbounded to Alex Caravan. Caravan to Damari. Damari steps to the straightaway. Inside pass one more time. In trouble fighting for an angle. Tari Reed has to fight, and no whistles coming in. He is just getting absolutely smothered right now. A missed shot for Tari Reed, and it's now UCLA basketball. UCLA looking for an opportunity to narrow the gap even more. Sky with it. Sky Clark to Xavier Booker. Back to Sky Clark. Here is a shot from the elbow, and this is going to be offline. Rebounded by UConn. UConn crossing the March Madness logo. And a pass to the bottom here. Bottom of the screen. One field goal in the last 5 minutes for UConn. They've been in a serious drought right now. One field goal in the last 5 minutes for UConn. Here's a shot from three-point land. There's a foul. And it looks like it's going to be 3 shots coming in. Trent Perry commits the foul. And 3 shots coming up now. Was that Braylon Mullins? It was Braylon Mullins. Mullins will shoot 3 free throws now after that penalty. I heard something in my headphones. Thank you very much, Ben Dog. Fist bumps to you, bro. Appreciate that, sir. Appreciate that super chat, dude. St. John's is the darling Cinderella now, says Paul, the guitarist. What up, Paul? How are you? Dig equals just listen to it. Love it. It's not half to. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Langdon. First free throw was good, guys. The first free throw was good. The score is now, oh, wrong team. The score is now 59-54. Second free throw is also good. It is now 60-54. UConn creating some distance between them and UCLA. A 6-point gap right here. One more free throw would make it a 7-point game. Any Duke fan, says Art of the Seb. We'll be covering Duke in the next round. All 3 free throws are good at the free throw line for Braylon Mullins. We start the clock once again. 5:20 left to play in this game. The winner of this match advances to the Sweet 16, and the loser gets on a bus and goes back home. Big shot, big overshot by Donovan Dent. Transition for UConn. Feeds inside, and there's the jam. Looks like Jaden Ross is able to get a bucket. It is 63. Did I miss something? 63-54. It is 63-54. Here's a blocked shot under the rim. A blocked shot from Alex Caravan. 4 minutes and 41 seconds here left to go. Reach and foul. A technical foul, not a reach and foul. Technical foul on UCLA's coach. Oh, a tech is no good, man. Luke Sack saying Alabama. Big Bean saying no. We've got Kawafaria saying yes. Go UConn. My guy, UCLA never beat Michigan this year. Go Blue. All right, man. That one hurt, dude. I'm about to lose 16K, says Maurice Harris. Hopefully not, sir. Hopefully not. Xander Zone, what's up, man? The free throws are both there, guys. And it looks like a new career high for Alex Caravan. He's now up to 27 points after knocking down both of those shots. He's about to get ejected. Coach is about to get ejected right now. UCLA now down by, I don't know what I keep doing to my scoreboard, guys. I do apologize for the scoreboard being a little wonky here today. The score is 54-65. It's a 7-0 run in just the last 43 seconds. Remember, UConn will also get the basketball now. There is the inbound pass. And here comes UConn with an 11-point lead. Moving the ball well, Caravan, a new career high for him. Will pass to Damari Jr. Damari Jr. inside to Braylon Mullins. It's another basket for the Huskies. And the Huskies are crushing the Bruins now. Timeout will be called. Nothing scored in the last 3 minutes for UCLA. The officials really not helping in this situation either. But we do go to a commercial break. Boo-hoo, says Mr. Mojo. Bro just lost 30 G's, says Sam. Oof. Hey, man, that's why I don't play that game, because I know I'd get too excited about it and I would lose it all. I'd lose it all. Hey, Kira Shakira, what's going on, Kira? That's game after the red and black, says Xander Zone. White and black, says Xander Zone. 30K. All right, guys, commercial break again. A lot of them keep coming up now, so let's talk about this. We are a few minutes away from the end of this game. It is a 13-point game, right? Yes, a 13-point game. UCLA 54, UConn Huskies 67. 6-7. Okay, all right, sorry. That's the score right now. Our next game on this channel will probably be on March 26th and March 27th. The goal is to do all 8 of those games in 2 days. My brain will be fried. My voice will be shot. I will try to do my best to keep it at a slow pace. But the point is, that's what's coming up next. So we will not have basketball Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I do know that the NBA is still showcasing games. But as y'all can see, this particular product does like to pride itself in the slides that we do when we do our game comparisons. So comparisons right here, right? We literally look through all of this during the pre-games. If you guys are interested in pre-games, if you guys are interested in prop bets and those kinds of things, check out this live stream 15 minutes before tip-off, and I will walk you guys through the game time decisions. I will walk you guys through all of the players and the starters. Not just the starters, we'll also turn around and talk about the players, the team's forms. We'll talk about the starters. We'll talk about the benches. We'll talk about anything that we can to help you guys paint a better picture so that you can make educated decisions when you're out there making your bets on DraftKings or whatever it is, or whatever platform it is that you guys like to work with. We are currently in the middle of this commercial break. It's an official timeout that was taken by UCLA. I believe they have, just one left? I believe they have just one timeout remaining. By the way, we did have Tyler Bilodeau, and he's not even available for this contest, so it feels like UCLA left a bunch of points on the table with their best player out, or arguably their best player out. So, you know, that's just the way the games go. It's March Madness. I hope that he has a great career. Sparta, thanks, man. I'll be here, man. And, yeah, dude, he says take care of yourself. That's the big deal, man, is me trying to take care of myself, because if the voice goes out, I'm done. To answer this one, Richard, yeah, I probably would. I do have an affiliate for DraftKings. You can see that in the link, and there's a link in the description down below. So if you guys, not DraftKings, I have a link for Underdog, and actual multiple fantasy books. If you guys are interested, you can click the link in the description down below. I got lots of links in the description, guys. So if y'all want to check out my website, footballnationusa.com. If you guys want to check out my Instagram, if you guys want to see some of the products that we're working with right now, everything is in the description down below. Ay caramba, says Mr. Mojo. Refs not calling fouls on UConn. I'm not even a UCLA fan, says RoBX. I agree. Lots of time. Huskies got to put the Bruins to bed, though, says Mighty Funny. What if your sponsorship involved wearing a Bears jersey? I would find a way to make it a burn on the Bears anyways. I actually have a Caleb Williams jersey in the closet over there. I try to not let people see it. Basketball is back on. Thank you so much here, Victoria. She left a comment, but we'll take a look at this in just a moment. She says, I know you don't ask, but definitely deserve all the super chats. Thank you, Victoria. Here's a shot from the baseline. That baseline jump shot, no good for Eric Feeney. Feeney offline here, and UConn, big smile on their faces. UConn has a job to finish. They are up by 13 with 4 minutes left to go. It would take a miracle and an implosion from the UConn side. Here's a big three-point shot. This one no good. Fighting for the board. It's going to go into the hands of UCLA. UCLA transitioning, trying to fast break. There's a feed inside. No whistle. And a foul finally coming in. Looks like a foul on Braylon Mullins. Thank you. Thank you, Victoria. Clock is stopped right now. Santino smokes Newport hundreds? No, he definitely doesn't. I don't think he smokes at all anymore. Did you say fantasy books like Game of Thrones? Oh, not like Game of Thrones, but fair for you to have that question. We're at the free throw line, folks. Looks like Xavier Booker makes the first of his 2 shots. This makes it a 12-point game. Also looks like UCLA is in the bonus here. Looks like both teams are actually in the bonus here, so we'll turn on the bonus for both sides. And the second free throw is no good. Here comes the Huskies. Here come the Huskies. Ross and Mullins both with 4 fouls here. Solo ball with 3. Here's a sharp pass, a feed inside, and Tari, oh my goodness. Looks like Reed gonna get a jam there. Terrace Reed gets a big dunk, 69 giggity to 55. It's the largest lead of the day. It's a 14-point lead, and it could not have come at a better time. 3 minutes left to go under the rim. Sky Clark gets the shot to fall. Tough shot for Sky Clark. Full court press defense for UCLA. They know time is running out. Less than 3 minutes here left to play. 2:45 to be exact. Getting my clock up to speed now. Got to get that ball into the front court. Wide open at the bottom of the screen, and then resetting right now. UConn knows all they have to do is hold on to it. Malachi Smith trying to fend off Donovan Dent, keeping that left arm at a distance here while he does the dribble. He'll pass to the bottom of the screen. Braylon throws this back and throws it away. Here's a steal. Trent Perry also has it stolen back. Nice hands by UConn. It's stolen right back by the Huskies. Jaden Ross may not be killing it in the points category, although he does have double-digit points. Look at those numbers there for UConn, man. Caravan with 27, Mullins with 15, Ross with 11, Reed with 10. A double-double for Reed here as well with 11 boards and 2 assists. Whistle coming in. The clock is stopped with 1:51. This game is just about done, but it ain't over till it's over. Good things happen when Ross is on the court, says Mighty Funny. Water intake goal, success. Could actually use more water. I'm still feeling dehydrated, which is crazy. 1:51 left to play. At the free throw line, Terrace Reed. So Terrace Reed at the free throw line to shoot 2 shots. Looks like an and one, excuse me. To shoot the and one opportunity, I suppose. Okay, ball is in the hands of UCLA. UCLA in a corner in a tight spot here. Here's a shot, and that's not going to fall. Looks like Eric Daly can't get it to go. Another foul here. 136. So we should go to the free throw line. 136 left to play. Drago Balboa saying, I don't know how many of you have checked out other sports streams and such, but I have, and I can tell you that there is no one doing anything as close to Mario when it comes to graphics and commentary. Mr. Balboa, I appreciate that. I appreciate that a lot. The boy Butta right now also here. You know what, guys? Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to turn on the intense music because it feels like this game is starting to get more intense. Free throws here are huge. The first free throw going to miss. Definitely needed that to bring this back to within 10. 1:36 left to go. UCLA could be done for the day, for the year. Second free throw, also going to miss, man. You cannot miss those. Eric Daly with 2 missed free throws. 90 seconds left to play. Here we go. We're getting the fouls now. Now we're getting the fouls. It's a 12-point game. Looks like Sky Clark is going to take a trip to the free throw line. Chunked another free throw, says Tony C. The Bruins are done, says Noah King. 8 waters a day seems tough, but a 12-pack ain't nothing, says DJ Jean. Isn't that funny, though? Isn't that true? The Dollar Tree, Jug H2O, says no bootlickers allowed. This shot is good. First free throw is there for UConn. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, if you're still watching with me, if I had your attention for today, I had your attention 10, 15, 20 minutes. Again, I hate hitting this time and time again, but I know that we are getting a lot of fresh new faces right now. Please smash the like button and subscribe. That way you do not miss the rest of March Madness, because when your favorite stream gets taken down, you'll probably end up back here. You may not. You may not. You may go somewhere else. You might think that you hate my tie or whatever it is. Second free throw is good. We got a lot of yelling happening here from the coaches. But smash the subscribe button. 1:27 left to play. On the move. Going to the right-hand side, cuts to the left, tries to go behind the back. UCLA looking for a layup right now. A foul comes in, 119, and they're going to have to earn him at the free throw line. Down by 14. Cronin still can't win when it matters, says Log Bearcat. 24 beers in a case, 24 hours in a day. Coincidence, says Mr. Mojo. That's crazy. Julian saying, I saw some guy put 16 grand on UCLA. That's a tough loss for that guy, Julian. That's a tough loss for that guy. Missed free throw. Both free throws missed, man. That is just embarrassing. This time it was Xavier Booker who missed. Oh, actually, Xavier Booker missed both free throws there as well. You're not going to win games like this, guys. A foul comes in, 110. It might be time to bow out here, UCLA. Steve, cheers to you, man. We got over 1,000 in the chat. Thank you, Mr. Mullen. Let's see. UCLA guy not going to win anything. Let's see. Hey, Justin, just for the record, no one's asking you to be here, buddy. Okay, but thank you, Robert Samora, for taking care of that. 1:10 here left to go. The second free throw is also good. Both shots are there for UConn. This is Mullins who gets the shot to fall. UCLA, I guess we don't really have to worry about all that too much. Here's the movement. Here's the shot. This one goes up. That is no good. And it's a rebound by Reed. Reed pushes this forward, and it looks like the ball is now in the hands of UConn. They're going to hang on to this, guys. This will likely be the final score of the game. This will likely be the final score of the game. 37, 35, 34, 33. The clock is ticking here, guys. And this is going to be a turnover on a dead ball here with 29.1 left to go. With 29.1 here left to go. Hi, Steele. Cheers to you, man. Cheers to you. 29.1 left to go. Looks like this is going to be a heave here for UCLA. 14-point game. UCLA is going to lose. They will be going home. UConn will be advancing here. UConn, for all intents and purposes, will be advancing. That's an ugly shot. It's missed, and they will hold for the final possession. Ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be your final score of the game. We did hit our goal today. Thank you guys very much. The clock is still ticking, but there is nothing happening on the court. They will hang on for the final. The coaches are shaking hands, talking about this right now. Phils, Cheers, Elizabeth, saying this is tragic, says Elizabeth. Looks like a blowout to me, says Tony C. Both the UCLA men and ladies Bruins got eliminated today. Interesting. Interesting the way that works. Folks, that's the final score. That is our final. Well, UConn advances. UCLA will be going home. It is 10:30, ladies and gentlemen. 10:30 p.m. here, Central Standard Time. Folks, the commentary is only going to be getting better and better. This is the first time I have ever covered either of these two teams, just for the record. And you are watching a channel called Football Nation. From time to time, we may find some pronunciations. Instead of being a douchebag, you can just gently correct me and let me know what it is. I'm happy to pivot. There is such thing as constructive criticism, and then there's also being a troll. So if you guys have constructive criticism like Tommy Braskett had earlier today with helping me correct some of our stats, and you want to be a part of the team, you can absolutely help me out. There's a good way. There's a nice way to do that. I don't know if you ever heard that phrase before. There's a nice way to do things. But if you want to come in and troll, that's fine. We'll just kick you out. It's super simple. That being said, guys, for those of you who are cool and pass that vibe check, thank you for being here and hanging out with us today. Thank you for sharing this moment today. If you're a UConn fan, congratulations. If you're a UCLA fan, good luck next time. That'll be the end of their run. UConn will advance here and go into the Sweet 16. For those of y'all looking at some of the other stuff at the bottom, man, there it is. That's your final score. UConn will advance. There you go. Shuddy got low, 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 low. All right, man. Donald, I see you guys. All right, that's it, man. If anybody does, and I'll say this crystal clear, anybody who's still in here, if you guys do have genuine feedback that you want me to see or that you want me to read, please send me an email. You can find my contact information at my website, footballnationusa.com. Just check it out. Link in the description down below. That's it, man. I am done. And, yeah, we'll see you guys. We'll see you guys here super soon. Mods, feel free to send me a message on the Facebook side of things. I'll be looking at my phone for the next 30 minutes here until about 11 o'clock, and then tomorrow we're going to pivot and start making all of our slides for the Sweet 16, because we're going to know everybody in all the matchups here super soon. All right, guys, commentate more games, says Phils. That's the plan here, Phils. That's the plan. Sports Nation, it's coming there. It's going to be FN Sports. These refs were those first half calls on three-point fouls. Changed the game. Everything changed. Investigate those refs, says Shenandoah Caesar. Caesar Shenandoah. What up, Caesar? All right, guys, that's it. I'm done. That's it. Until next time, you've been watching Football Nation. My name is Mario Manuel. Let's effing go. Peace out, guys.